We are going to try and muddle through a game of WarCry live. I really don't know the rules very well, so I'm going to...
You're going to be learning it with us, basically.
Basically, yeah.
This is for noobs.
So if something comes up and we fumble looking for a rule, well, that's why we're doing it on Twitch and not as a YouTube video with all fancy graphics. Okay, so...
But yeah, you've got me, Missy GTV, and many more games.
Yeah, we've had this for a while in our... we have a set each, actually, because... we saw that terrain and we were like, oh my god, that terrain is really beautiful. And you can already see what's going on with Missy T's...
yeah, this is my terrain that I've set up.
She's painting hers. I haven't even built mine yet. These are my models though. I built the models. And Missy T built the terrain. Yeah. And because we thought, well, we might as well have like one set going at any point.
But how great is it going to be to have all this terrain?
It's going to be amazing. Plus, we play Frostgrave and Ghost Archipelago.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, you're going to go for kind of like
I'm going for like a snowy
and I'm going to go for kind of a jungle design, because then it'll work for our Ghost Archipelago.
So we've got a nice mix. And we can even mix the terrain, have some snowy buildings over here.
I want to go and pick up some plastic vines from Citadel, because you get like vines which would go up stuff, and that'd be kind of cool. It'd also be nice for sort of a background for the Silverhand army.
Definitely, like they've been growing, yeah.
So, so my one will kind of be like a ruined and forgotten sort of like
jungle.
Almost like something out of Fallout 4, you know, and you've got like that sort of forgotten settlement.
More like Tomb Raider, like
or Skyrim,
Tomb Raider.
or Skyrim. Like yours will be more like Skyrim, because yours is going to be like more like ice and snow and things like that. Mine's going to be more like something you'd see out of Uncharted or something like that, like a sort of an Indiana Jones feel to it, you know. What is this past civilization, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, so today we're going to be playing, and I'm going to be playing as the Untamed Beasts. This is a Chaos faction. From what I understand, from what I've seen in their card, there's a lot of speed here. These guys are fast.
So they're not kind of like Demonettes or Slanesh then? They've got more speed.
I'd say they're more like Slaves to Darkness. They're a bit tough, but they're a bit like sort of Slaneshi guys. They're a bit fast.
Yeah.
Your guys are basically brutish corn guys. That's kind of how even the look reminds me of them. Iron golems.
And they're so cool. To me, they look like really steampunky, really nasty looking, I don't know, Bioshock
we were going to buy one box, and I was like, well, which one do you want? Because often when we buy a box, we split, like the box between us.
And I was like, I want both armies and the terrain.
Those are the only two armies I like, and I'm like, what about the bird people? They're stupid. What about this? I don't like them. See, I like all of them. I really want to have all of them. I really want to have all of them.
And I could always try them out with yours.
That could just be my collector's thing. Let's have all the plastic.
The Horde, you are secretly a dragon. Hi Jeff, welcome.
Jeff? Do I know Jeff?
Jeffinator. Jeff is one of the ones that was thinking of joining the Horde.
Oh, Jaffa Cake Jeff.
Jaffa Cake Jeff?
I don't know. I just assume he likes Jaffa Cakes.
No, Jeffinator.
Oh, okay.
Jeff.
Sorry.
Jaffa Cakes. You are now going to always be Jaffa Cakes to him. You know that, right, Jeff?
Jaffa. Hey, Jaffa's here! Jaffa Jeff! Sorry, that's my fault. This happened to me at work. One of my kids, one of my friends at work, her son is called Teo. He's he's Croatian, sort of like Croatian background.
Yeah.
Really sweet kid, lovely person. Love working with her. But I completely misheard, and I thought she said potato. And I said, oh, that's a really sweet thing to call him, you little potato. And she was like, no, Teo, that's his name. And I was like, oh, really? You didn't realise he's going to be Spud from now on, right? And now every time I see her, I say, how's the Spud? And she goes, oh, yeah, Spud, that's cute. Yeah, Teo, potato. Yeah. I don't know if she's humouring me. I hope she's not. I hope she actually does like it. But,
well, my sister always nicknamed me Spud because in the old Ghostbusters cartoon, I believe it was Winston used to nickname Slimer Spud, and Slimer was my favourite character, and so sometimes she still calls me Spud.
I never had a nickname growing up. Well, I didn't have any nicknames that people told me. Probably had a few ones that people told me. didn't say, but I told me said behind my back. But
Jeff says, hello, thank you. You do sort of. Yeah, that's one of my nicknames, the mayor.
Jaffa.
Liquid, micro-liquid, Jeffafa.
Yeah. Can I also say thank you to Missy T here for this setup? It's looking really good. We've got a table in front of us. We've got
faces.
Faces. How beautiful they are. They are lovely. Look at that lovely undercarriage of waddle.
Oh, I know, right? It's so sexy. But we could maybe use this for the painting.
This setup could work, although I do, it probably would be better actually, wouldn't it?
And then if we want to show, we can just move it up to the actual camera.
That probably would be better because then you will see what's going on, people painting, then you can show the camera. Hey, look, it's awesome, I love it!
Yeah. Slimer must have been everyone's. Oh, Slimer was legit amazing. He was good.
I'm not fat, I'm just fluffy.
Okay, so what do we do first?
Okay, so when you're playing WarCry, from what I understand, and if anyone
we are
does play,
super new. We
what
are
I
new.
it seems like quite an easy system, and I think that's deliberate.
Good.
It seems to be very sort of like you can play quickly, and it's not supposed to be a big deal.
Good.
All right, so we have 4 decks of cards, and what this is supposed to do, I think, is to like ensure that every game is different and there's a lot of playability.
So similar then to Alien vs Predator with the environment cards.
Yes, but what I'm talking about, like I'm talking about more about like the missions here. What you've got here is you have your mission card, your deployment card. There's like a special rule, your victory conditions, and a twist. So like each time you do it, it's going to be very different. So like you might play the same the same mission again, but there'll be a different twist, a different victory condition, and different thing. Yeah. So it could be like, for example, we're going to set it up like just a ruined town.
Oh, Jeff says, oh nice, I can learn too.
Yeah, well hopefully, yeah.
This was the point of doing this on stream, to see how we fail.
I'd also like to maybe do like a How to Play Age of Sigmar game as well, so show people how to do that.
So this is a nice little tester, really.
And I'd like to try out some of the stuff people have been doing on TGA. If you don't know TGA and you are don't just type TGA because it will take you to like an aviation website. But believe me, I've done that. but it's like the Grand Alliance. It's a forum. There's tons of people playing WarCry. There's a WarCry faction section now. There's Shadespire section, whatever it's called. Underworlds. Underworlds.
Nightvault, isn't it?
No. Now it's Beastgrave. It's like there's 3 seasons.
What's the core name?
Warhammer Underworlds is the name of the game. And
so Warhammer Underworlds is the game, and the others are the expansions.
And like season 1 is Shadespire, season 2 is Nightfall, and season 3 is Beastgrave.
So they're the expansions, basically.
Not expansion, they're like there's like version 1, 2, and 3, and 3, so it's like, you know.
Yeah, but to me they're always going to be like more. To me, games that have more editions are expansions.
The reason
compared to like
why I see them
Dragons
doing like so many editions is because it's such a competitive game, and it's really designed for competitive players. I mean, I play it for fun, but it's still like more of a competitive game.
I find it very difficult.
It is. It's supposed to be very nuanced, like lots of different things, and I find it hard to keep up with it because like every single time I look, there's a new warband out, there's a new thing, new cards, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I think if I do get into it, I'm just going to completely forget about Nightvault now and go straight into Beastgrave because I have no clue what's going on with Nightvault. I didn't play any Nightvault.
Our friend Vendor, he had Nightvault.
Yeah, he did.
He had like the ghost stuff. There was ghost things.
He did. The thing was, right, it was there in the shop, but when Nightvault came out, we were saving to move here, and we didn't have a lot of money to spend. We still don't know. Really, we shouldn't be like, we say we're saving.
We got our priorities right. We got the TV first.
Yeah.
Then the TV stand.
Yeah.
Not
TV stand. TV stand and now the Feast of Bones boxes. We've got those as well.
And if you saw the picture I put up on Instagram, where you could see this setup, you can see that this geek room is starting to come alive now.
It really is looking good now.
Check out Insta.
It's very basic still. We're going to get stuff up on the walls, and I think make it look a bit more geeky, even a bit more geeky and a bit more cool in here. But I mean, it's really all we want, and this room is perfect for this.
I mean, considering this table,
you could have 4 people in here comfortably. 4 people playing in here, maybe even 6. Just if you playing a board game with 6 people.
Plus, we've got the little ottomans that you can sit on as well.
Yeah, exactly.
As a little bench by the window.
Well, I'm going to pick up more chairs as I go along. There's no rush right now to get lots of chairs.
No, there isn't.
I have to make sure that they might be slightly different design, But yeah.
But
Anyway.
we could always get covers for them. To be
Exactly
fair.
right. Exactly.
Anyway, we're going off topic. Sorry, guys.
We can spot colour our chairs.
Yes.
Okay. So as I said, domestic peace. As I say, we have a we have a set of cards here. So first, let me show you what I'm doing. So first of all, we have this set of cards here. Wait a minute, we put the light on over here, so I'm a bit more illuminated.
Yep.
So we've got the first set of cards here, and this one is the setup deployment. Then over here we have the.
So the first one is more like a tribal.
Sorry, battlefield. That's the battlefield. And as you'll see in each, I'll show the bottom of the cards. We won't use this one in the game, so that's okay. So it's the card, and as you can see, like here, there is a picture.
And that's where you would like.
Of like where everything goes, how we set it up. The next.
Is this one or both? We're girlfriend and boyfriend, so we actually live together. So yeah, this is our home.
This is our home.
Yeah.
You have been invited into our home. You're welcome. Anyway, sorry.
Guests make the tea. Or the Jack Daniels and Coke.
Exactly. This one here.
Do you
These
want me to
are
bring
the.
up onto this one? Because
Yeah,
it
sure.
might be a little bit clearer.
Okay, let's do that
So,
one. Okay,
yeah.
so those are the deployments to show you where you put your models. You can see there's sort of like a little battlefield picture there, and then you have these ones here, which are the victory conditions, how to win. So, for example, this one here, and then if you turn it over, the one is exactly like the prize. You have to try and steal like treasure from someone. And then this one here is the twist. So it could be anything from like the gods watching the battle. That one's elevating totem. I think it's like you have to put a piece of terrain which has a special effect on the board.
there. Okay.
Okay.
And show me the first one again, because I think it was still a bit blurry.
Okay, there we go.
So,
Do that.
yeah, so. And that was the first one. So this is the what was this one? The deployment.
That one is the
No,
terrain
the battlefield.
setup.
The terrain setup.
It's a
sorry.
battlefield card.
So this one's the terrain setup here. Okay. So then you'll see like where you're meant to put all the pieces. Oh yeah, you can see now. Good. There you go.
Is that better for light? Should I leave that one on?
I think it's good on actually. I think it's alright.
You can just see all the wrinkles on the
Yeah,
picture.
I know.
Okay, so you've been a whole episode of us fretting about getting older.
The underflap tune.
So I want to do these quickly now, so I can get them off my side of the board.
Good.
So the first one is scattered terrain. I'm going to give that to you, so you can show that to the camera, and then we can get it set up.
Alright, so this is the one we are going to be using. The focus is for the table, so you're
So let me just see which pieces of terrain we're going to need.
Okay, so
Oh, you do that actually.
I could do that. Yeah, it would
Okay.
be
I'm going to put
This
those away
one.
now.
and this one. So I'm going to stack them a second. So these two we want. We want
Just
the
the head.
head.
Okay.
And then we want the two little water
Fountains.
thingies. Yeah. So we don't need that and that.
Okay. You sure?
Yep, it's just those two.
How about
these
the stone
two.
tower?
And no, the bell tower isn't in it.
Aww.
I know. We need this one. We need a corner. Whichever one is the corner. I should have a corner here somewhere. Where is it?
Many corners.
Unless I'm meant to make a corner.
Can I see?
Yeah, this one here, next to the head. I'm guessing I do this instead.
I think you put two of these together like that. That
Are they
looks
the
like a corner. That looks
spiky
like a
ones?
corner to me.
Is that a spiky one?
Yeah. So that and is it that and that go together like that?
Yes, okay. So that does
And,
so that is, oh no, that was not.
is that everything?
No, we've still got some other bits. Can I see
Yeah,
please?
sure you do.
Okay.
Thing. Alright, so the next thing is we're going to be playing Divide and Slaughter. Alright, so we can set up our war bands within 4 inches of the edge of the game, one on one side, one on the other. I have, so my area will be here, your area will be there, that quarter over there. Right over the stand.
I think that may be everything. I'll keep an eye on in a bit. So let's just move this.
Do you want to pop off the terrain that we're not using back into the box area?
Where is the box?
Somewhere over there, isn't it? Which one were you keeping them in?
It was in the WarCry box.
Warcry box is now back in there.
Okay.
You might just take the lid off.
Yeah.
gentlemen.
Alright, so those can go
Two.
Jeff says, sorry to interrupt, but the size of that die. Oh, I know, yeah. It's nice to use as like a turn order.
Yeah. Do we do the bridges?
The bridges.
We've probably got the bridges.
No,
and
I
we've
don't
got
know.
this. It's quite an empty one to
I
start
will
with.
check.
How about how about this one here, the little broken column? And we don't need the thing on top of it. Okay.
And this is the thing about not gluing everything together.
Yeah, if you do get this game, and at the moment you can't buy this starter set unless you're like on eBay or something. I think you might have to get that. But from what I understand, they're going to bring a new starter set out at some point. No, it's diagonal.
No, but I'm making it equal to the thing. Okay.
No, but it's not
Tough.
equal.
Colour.
Please don't. It's my thing.
I know.
Okay, so alright, so that goes there. Let me just check. While you're doing that. I'm just going to check and make sure I've got the setup correct. I set all of the war back to think it would be good. Okay, deployment.
Oh, I don't need that. The head. Bring that here. And then this one goes here. Alright, this is pretty quick to set up, to be fair.
Okay, so why do you have RD2? Round 2. Reserve battle groups, page 37. How does that work? Okay, so starting with the player, so we've got the war bands, we've got the battlefield, we're doing divide and slaughter, that's our thing. We're doing the hunted, victory condition. The players roll off, and the winner chooses who is the attacker, who is the defender. At the start of the combat phase of the start of the combat phase of the second battle round, the defender picks a fighter in their warband to be the hunted one. The fighter must be on the battlefield. If the hunted one is taken down, or at the end of the battle round, the hunted one is within 4 inches of the battle edge, the attacker wins the battle. Otherwise, after the end of the fourth battle round, the defender wins the battle. So one of us is to try and keep a certain model alive. That's what it's being done right now. So if at the end of the battle round, the hunted one is within 4 inches of the battle edge, so you have to keep your guy away from the 4-inch mark as well. Wow.
And Jeff says, I really like that, how you can set the scene via the card. Yeah,
it's really helpful. And the twist, subtract 1 from the value of abilities to a minimum of 1.
Are you meant to tell me that?
Yeah, these are fine.
I thought the twist was secret.
No, it's not twisted. Basically, it's just something that adds a special rule to each battle.
Okay.
Start model is thrust towards the horizon, marked by sickling ruins. This is a fell place, and all who approach it feel its dark aura. Subtract 1 from the value of abilities to the minimum of 1 used by fighters in this battle. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know what that means. I have to check what abilities are.
I think that's about right.
So the twist card. So so here we go. So now first of all we have to decide. We have our war bands. They're already done up. We have to roll priority. So we roll to see who sets up first. So we each roll dice to see who goes first. Just one. Yeah. I'll roll a green one.
Use my dragon.
I got a 3. 5. So you want priority. That means you get to choose
who sets up first?
Who sets up first. Yeah, basically. So
you.
Now
I'll be a gentle lady and let you go first.
Determine who takes priority when setting up the battle. This is the roll off, as referred to as the priority roll. The players roll off and the winner chooses who is the attacker and who is the defender. Okay, starting with the players who lost the priority roll. Each player splits their group into warband into three groups. The dagger, the shield, and the hammer. Each of these groups is referred to as a battle group. Each battle group must have at least one fighter and cannot have more than half the total number of fighters in the warband. In addition, a third of the fighters in the warband, rounding up, must be in the shield. Okay, that's the dagger, the shield, and the hammer. So I'm going to go with the hammer.
And I hope the music's okay. Please let me know if it needs changing.
I'm going to have the dagger.
Where do you see the symbol?
You just decide what it is.
Oh, right, okay.
So that's too powerful. Put that in there. I'm guessing this will be my shield group then. So you have to split your group into three parties.
So what's the difference between dagger, shield, and the other one? Hammer.
It's like for the game, like when you set up who goes where.
But what is the hammer? What does it represent? Is it like aggressiveness, whereas dagger is about being quick and melee? Is the shield? Well, I'm guessing shield is protection.
Yeah.
Let's see. I can move 4.
I'm gonna look what it says. See what it says.
Health. I'd probably say it would probably be for the shield, to be fair. It seems like I think anyone that's got a very high life, so shield.
A third of your fighters have to be in the shield, so rounding up.
Okay.
So I've got 2.
Shield. I will have these guys as. So
I've got 3, 3, 3, so I've got a third of my fighters in here.
So I've got my daggers, no, my hammer, my shield, and my daggers are going to be.
Okay.
1 second, just working it out. I think he'll be with the daggers. And then. Alright, so I've got 3 for dagger, 2 for shield, and 2 for hammer.
Yeah.
But usually I need a third, so I need to move which one? I need one more in here then, do I?
Rounding up, so your shield has to have 3 people in it.
Okay, so in that case, I will probably put in. Alright, I'll put him in. So,
Okay.
shield,
So we've done terrain card,
hammer.
deployment card. On every deployment card, there are 2 sets of these
I'll
3
make
symbols:
these
dagger, shield, and hammer. So dagger looks like a dagger, okay. Shield, it looks like a shield, okay. And hammer, it looks like a hammer. All right, fair enough. One is red and one is blue. These are referred to as deployment points, and each corresponds to one of the battle groups in player's warband. The player that won priority chooses which player uses the red deployment points and one uses the blue. So have a look at the battle. You won priority. Choose and see where you want to place your guys. We see RND2. It means those people, the hammer people, won't come in until round 2.
Okay. That's not too bad. And what's the center one? Anything. Dagger, dagger, shield, shield. So, I would like you to be blue. So in this,
Okay.
like that.
Okay. So you can show that. So
Yeah.
one time.
So, I'll do it this way so that you can see. So here is the blue and here is the red, and that will be.
Okay.
Like
so
that.
I have to set up the dagger first,
Mm-hmm.
and then the shield and the hammer. Okay. So the dagger.
But the hammer doesn't come into round 2.
Hammer doesn't come until round 2, but that's the order: dagger, shield, hammer. Okay, so basically you got to think about it. Daggers are always going to be put in first, shields second, and hammers third.
Okay.
So when you do your setup, you got to. So it's quite clever actually. You've got to
You have to
decide.
decide which one you want to go in first.
Yeah,
second,
so
and
because
third.
wherever you put things is like going to be different. So which models will be best in this location?
Yeah.
For example, if you were going in the middle, you're not going to be in this game. But if you were going in the middle, maybe I would have the ogre in the middle because he's kind of tough.
So
And
Jeff
it's
cut
more
out a
sentimental
little
time.
bit. So basically, after you've done your terrain and placed the things where you want it, you then have to put your army into 3 groups. And the group names are called Dagger, Shield, and Hammer. And that is actually the order that they pop up in each round. So Dagger goes first, so you have to decide which guys you want, can be any of them, which guys you want to be set up first, then your shield guys, and then your hammer guys. So basically it's a clever way of deciding, well, the dagger's going to be put in straight away, the shield's going to be put in another location, the hammer group will come in the second round.
Okay. Alright, so from what I can see...
So dagger and shield come up on the same time.
Yeah, so from what I can see, it says here as well, dagger, so every time you set up a battle group, all fighters in that battle group must be set up wholly within 3 inches horizontally, but any distance vertically of the corresponding deployment point on the battlefield. If I'm deploying first, so I've got my dagger, shield, hammer. Okay, so if I go, I want these guys to go first. So I can deploy him here. He has to be within 3 inches horizontally of that mark. He can't be too far on either side.
Okay.
But he can be any distance vertically.
Okay.
So I could place him here, for example, and he would still be my dagger.
Yeah.
You see?
So it gives you a little bit of flexibility.
A little bit of flexibility.
But not much.
But it has to be within 3 inches of that sort of like the corridor.
Yeah.
So for example, yeah, I'm going to place my guy. So I have to put my dagger down first and place him here. I'm going to place you sort of here towards the centre. And place, actually you don't do exactly there, you go within 3 inches, can't you? Where's the thing spot? Okay. Place you within 3 inches, yeah, get him sort of out of the way. Place him here. And I will place another person supporting him
Hi, base.
within 3.
We are learning WarCry.
Please deploy your dagger group. Your dagger group has to be, so we're looking from my direction here,
Yes.
dagger down, so over on this side.
Yeah, so mine has to be here, it can be any vertical, but it has to be 3 inches horizontal, right?
Yeah.
So my dagger group is these 2. So I think I will move mine. Oh, I'm going to move mine down. I'm going to put my dagger group here.
Okay. Next up is the shield group. And the shield group, my shield group has to be within 4 inches of this edge.
Oh, okay.
So it has to be 4 inches from here and within 3 inches. So it's quite a narrow group. So it has to be kind of here. So we'll place one here.
I guess they all have to sit together.
So within 4 inches. No, you can split them up. That's what I've done.
Oh, right, okay.
That's why I have mine in separate places. Sorry.
I might keep mine together actually.
Okay, so 4 inches.
Basis, I've been in a food coma for the last hour. Oh, me too.
Not.
Zandra cooked, Meeple Games, he cooked us steak with nice mashed potato and peas, and I got some lovely, fried tomatoes. Oh,
Really perfect. I'll place the other one here.
Do you need this still to see?
Yes, please. Just stop doing that. And 4 inches of that. And the last one, I suppose I'll just place it. This is not really much space to do much with him.
Basis, I had a meal with the boss at an all-you-can-eat world food buffet.
Okay.
It's
Your turn.
amazing. Just been there before, it's called Spoons. So now I do my shield. So I have to be 4 inches away from here.
Yeah, and 3
But
inches either side.
you've put your guys there.
Yeah, exactly.
So how am I going to put my
believe-
guys down? Oh, I could go horizontal, couldn't I?
Yeah.
But I have to go 3
You
inches.
have to stay 3 inches away from me. Let me just check that.
So 4 is here, so I could still put my guys there, to be honest. Yeah, I could do that actually, because you've not technically screwed me too much. How much distance do I have to be from your guys? Or does it not say?
It doesn't say.
Perfect. Alright, in that case, 4 is here. That's as far forward as I can go. No, it's 4 inches away. No, hang on. Is it like from here, I put my guys here, or 4 inches I can put them here? 4 inches close to the edge, or 4 inches
within
away?
4 inches of the edge.
Okay, that's fine then. I can put you. Hi. Hi.
Oh my god.
Hello.
And the hammer's not coming in until later on.
And I'm going to move. I think I am going to move. So that's the middle point. I'm going to move.
Excuse me. I need to watch Gorilla Miniature Games this one because he does a very good
So you're going to move
let it play thing.
You're going to move 3.
Yeah, I've got one guy very close to there. He might be retreating if I win initiative.
You might, yeah.
Okay, so the condition here, so so we roll off, now we get to choose who's the attacker and who's the defender. So let's roll off and see who's the attacker
One
and the
dice?
defender. Yep.
1.
2.
Basis, I like the play mat you got there. Would make a great mat to put buildings on in D&D.
Yeah, it's
we
it
can't
was battle
show
foam.
you. We can't exactly show
It's a
you.
neoprene one.
But it's got here. I don't know if you can see, but here we've got a snow side as well. And it's really
good.
nice.
Love it.
Yeah.
It's the perfect size for this table. as
I
well.
wish there was. Hang on.
Too.
Is there a symbol here that can show me which one I've actually done for? Because I shouldn't get confused. Dagger, shield, hammer, right? But knowing me, I am going to end up forgetting which one's which. But I'm guessing there's no tokens. That's a pity.
There might be, but
No.
we just haven't looked through them too much.
No.
Okay, so we have
Yeah,
so
it's
the
very
victory conditions are at the start of the combat phase of the second battle round, the defender picks a fighter to be the hunted one. The fighter must be on the battlefield. If the hunted one is taken down or at the end of the battle round, the hunted one is within 4 inches of the battle edge, the win, and the attacker wins the battle.
So basically, you've got to try and get me off the mat. Basically.
Like move you off the map, or
Basically, it's like sumo wrestling. You've got to try and get me out of the ring.
exactly. Yeah. So.
Oh, the WarCry mat. Yeah, it's pretty actually.
Okay,
I
so
like the sort of
I'm
blood
going to be I'm going to be the hunter.
I thought I got to decide because
No, I want the roll
rolled.
off. I just want that roll off. So
Oh,
I get to
that's the okay. So
choose. I get to choose. So
You're gonna
I'm going to
help
be
me.
the attacker. You're going to be the defender.
Okay.
So you're going to have to next battle round. You're going to have to pick someone and keep him alive until the end of turn 4. I think it makes sense. My guys are like the hunted beast guys. It
And they
makes
want
sort of
revenge.
sense. And he's coming in round 2. So she looks very
Round
hunty.
2, yeah.
Exactly. So
Oh, I'm gonna die, guys.
So, abilities. Now, I'm looking at the cards, and I think, ability cards is 1. Ability cards 1. Faction name, ability 7. Fighters' weapons.
Jeff Nater says, what is the bot saying to me? Intercepted the dime. Oh, basically it's a game. You press start and it will give you random symbols and numbers, and you have to, within 10 seconds, only type in the numbers. It's just a little bot game, and it's just called a dime.
The only issue I'm having here is trying to figure out...
You'll get gold or XP or something. I will die! I die every time I play against
Abilities,
Sandra.
okay. Abilities. A fighter can use 1 ability during its activation, so if the player is activating dice, the player has sufficient ability dice. The ability can be used... Okay, alright, so from what I understand, this now, foreboding location, means we subtract 1 from the value of abilities. So I think what that means is a double can be a single, and a triple can be a double, and a quad is a triple.
Oh, so basically it denotes the, is that the destiny dice? The red dice?
The abilities
dice.
are on here. So it says, discard the ability to use. You use a triple for an ability that requires a double or quad.
So basically, you can always use a higher number for a lower number.
Yeah, so basically you'll be able to use a single number. Wow, we're going to be able to use abilities a lot more in this game because of that. Alright, so a double now you can use a single for that, a triple you can use a double, etc. Subtract 1 from the value of abilities. How? That's nasty. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I believe we'll start. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a little bit lost.
It's always the way with new games. It's always
battle round. Hero phase. Each player rolls 6 dice. These are the initiative dice. So we roll these now.
All of them?
Yeah. All
just
6, not the red ones.
Not the red ones, okay? Done.
Okay. So I have a triple and 3 singles.
I have got a double and 3 singles.
So we've got the same number of singles.
But you've got
No, you're missing a dice. You should have 6 dice. Where's your other one?
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh.
So 2 doubles and 2 singles. So I win because I have 3 singles. So I get to go first.
Do I?
We then each get a wild dice.
Okay.
Okay. You don't have to roll it. It can be used basically to add to any singles or ability. Any player's singles or ability dice. So you could, if you wanted another double, you could put a 3 down for example.
So I don't roll it. I just use it
literally used to add to something.
Okay. In that case, I will definitely probably make mine.
But you don't have to use it now. But at the end of the turn, each wild dice can only be used once per battle. And they can be carried on into the next one. So, for example,
I could save them and have like 3.
So you can save one next turn. You can have another one and have 2 dice. And you can have 3. But then, so either you can save them, like use them a lot in the end, or you can use them when you desperately need them, just to pull off a certain trick. But once they're used, they're out of the game. Okay, so that is the battle round. So hero phase. At the start of the hero phase, blah, season the initiative. Once they've both declared any wild dice they will use, count the number of singles. If the player without the initiative now has more singles than the person with the initiative, they now have the initiative. Okay, that makes sense. Reserve phase comes into play in battle rounds after the first. Yeah, we've already done that.
Let me.
That's fine. Reserve phase is like what will happen like when we bring more people in.
Okay.
Okay, so we each have 2 actions. In the combat phase, you take a turn to activate your fighters, and you can pick which player takes first turn.
Is it group activated or is it per
No, it's
model?
per model.
Okay.
You pick 1 fighter to activate. If you activate it, you must pass. You can then activate 1 or pass, and you can keep passing until both players pass one after another.
And then if the other player has done theirs, the people that have passed get to then do theirs.
Basically, if everybody's done something, you go past because you've got no guys to move, and I go past because I got no guys to move, so that's the next round.
Oh, right, okay, I'm moving. FYI, Base says, I have just had the most amazing idea since ideas could have been amazing. Please tell us. What is it? God, that bot really is slow.
Okay, so 2 actions. Alright. So the actions you can do are move, attack, disengage, and wait. So move is self-explanatory. You've got your movement on your.
You've got your move. You've got your protection, your armor, and your wounds. Yes.
Yeah. You've got a.
And the other symbols I'm not quite sure what.
Your attack. Attack is like when you can do like these dice here at the bottom. They're the. So you see.
Yeah, but I've got 2 lots. I've got.
Yeah, you've got 2 weapons. You can choose which one you use.
Okay, but this one is single.
So you've got a hammer. Its range is 1 inch.
Oh, okay. So
it's got 4 attacks.
So that's 4 dice.
Strength 4.
Strength 4.
And the damage it does is 2 normal and 2. Oh, sorry. What's the kind of?
1 water.
1 normal and 4 on a critical.
Okay.
So if you roll 6 to hit, you
that's
do a
nice
critical.
and simple. So again,
okay,
I'll just there you go. There's the command.
So I'm gonna try and do a round here to show what I'm doing.
So at the let's see if I can point. So basically, here is your movement. You can move 3 inches. Here is your armor. So it's 4 to meet or beat. 4 armor.
Basically, if you roll
a 4,
the strength is the same of the attack, is the same as the armor, it's a 4+. If it's greater, it's a 3+. If it's less, it's a 5+.
If my armor is 4, and you roll a 4, does it hit me or is it neutral?
No. Basically, I roll a, basically what happens is, when I choose to attack you, I will, as I say, I'll choose this guy, I'm going to come and attack you with my axe, okay? So I move within 1 inch of you, I roll 3 dice. Oh, no,
don't roll it.
2. And a 1, and a 4, and a 3.
I think
3
so,
singles. Can I have? Okay, I'll use my red dice.
No, it's fine. You don't have to roll it. Just.
I'm just showing. I'm showing everybody.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
For the game. So when we attack.
Oh, point. Trying to get Skype to show on the OBS. You don't have to answer calls. And Bay says have to figure out how each. No, hang on. Bay says live MTG games with the Meeple cast. Basically, another show where 2 of the Meeples play MTG on stream. I'm up for that.
Yeah, I could do it, but I have any cards.
I have the core. I have the 2 core. But yeah, that's cool. Point says trying to get Skype to work with that one now. Basis have to figure out how each participant can have 2 cams being broadcast from the host PC though. Maybe I'll have to think about that. Okay.
Okay, so you might be able to do a split cam. I don't know. Anyway, so let's say I'll be within 1 inch of you. I have 3 attacks. I roll. My strength is a 4. What's your armor?
My armor for this guy is a 4.
Okay, so I've got to get 4s or more.
Hang on, which 4 am I looking at? I'm looking at the weapon strength, or am I looking at
your
armor?
shield. I've got to get 4s to hit you. Okay. So
it is meet or beat.
Not exactly. So I only hit you once.
Yeah.
So that will go through, and it's a normal attack, so it does 1 damage.
And what if it was a 4?
It was a 4, it would still do 1 damage.
Okay, so it is
if it was a 6, I would do 4 damage.
Because it's critical. Yeah.
So if wait a minute, just finish. But let's say I attack you with. I'm trying to find someone who's a bit weaker. These guys, okay. Let's say I attack you with this guy instead, who's a bit weaker than the other guy. Okay, and I do the same thing. I get 3 attacks, 1 inch, blah blah blah, same thing. Now his strength is 3, and your armor is
4.
So I have to get 5s to hit you because your armor is better than my strength, so it's a bit more difficult for me to hurt you.
Oh, okay.
So both of those would fail now, and 1 critical, meaning I do 3 damage to you. You see, it's quite simple. It's never more than that.
Okay. So let me show you again then. So so you have got your movement. You have got your model's armor. You have got how many wounds. You have what type of weapon they have. You have the range of that weapon. The weapon
number of attacks.
So how many dice you use to attack. Then you've got the weapon strength.
Yeah.
And then you have got how much damage. So for example, I've got 1/4. That means a normal damage of a die will do 1 damage per. And then the 4 is if I roll a critical, and the critical is, that was a 1, so the critical is this dice.
Yeah, and with some other cards, I don't think on that one, but on some of the cards you have another rune, which is like here, a little circle.
Yeah, I've got one, like a little skull on fire.
And then you have to look and see which special ability you can use. Like let's say triple, use a special ability.
I've also got these symbols as well.
Yeah. And you roll these dice every turn. Okay. So these don't carry over. So if you have a triple, you can't save it till next turn.
It's only the red dice you can save.
All right. So let's do a little round. Okay. So I'm going to go first because I've got priority. First battle round.
Just a second.
I'm going to go.
What do you think?
2 inches and 3 inches. His movement is 5. So I'm going to go 1 inch, 3 inches. And then another inch forward.
He's jumping up.
Get up here. Rah! He looks like he's doing it. Come and fight me!
They're untamed beasts. Do they really have that type of voice?
They do in my mind. They're all Brian Blessed running around the world.
He's got a thing with Brian Blessed at the moment.
Come and fight me, boy! It's not as evil as my noble voice.
You're not allowed to do no
Right, look, so yes. I'm going to have a character in D&D.
No,
which sounds
you are
like this.
not.
And you have to have a conversation with him.
No.
You know, oh, I'm sorry, my dear.
It's not canon.
I'm a plague victim.
No.
That would be really funny. Just watching you cringe in the corner while the others are, because the others role play so much, you can sit there going, stop talking to him, stop talking to him, stop talking to him.
I have a quest for you. No!
Actually, I would take it just to get away from my character.
Now the thing is, you have 2 actions for every character, right? 2 actions. And they can be done in any combination. So you can do move, attack, move, attack, disengage, move. You can do so you can do any of these things.
Move, attack, move, or does it have to be one model?
You only get 2 actions, then your character can't do anything else. So I've done 1 action, move. I've gone 1 inch, 3 inches, 1 inch, moved him forward.
Are you going to do another thing with that model?
I am. In the second action, I'm just trying to figure out what to do.
So you can't split it and go, he's going to move and do nothing yet, and he's going to move and do nothing yet, and then now he's going to attack, and then he's going to move. It's not like that. The model has to do
it has to be 2 actions, and then his turn is over. However, if you do wait, there's another action you can do called wait. And wait is basically where you go, I'm not going to move with this guy now. I'm going to wait here.
Basically, it's similar.
But there is a cost. You can only do 1 action with the character.
Basically, it's Alien versus Predator with I'm not going to move him yet.
Use 2 actions to use 1.
Yeah.
I'm not saying GW does steal ideas from other games, but they do seem to have a very uncanny ability to find the best rules from all the games out there and just start applying them into their own games. Which works sometimes. Sometimes it causes a hodgepodge of just rules which don't make any sense, but
it does help you understand
the case.
though. Like you go into a lot of board games that can help you in, like for me that was like, oh, that's very similar to Alien versus Predator board game. Okay. So that to me helps actually.
This guy is gonna go over here. You can jump gaps, no problem. Mm-hmm. So he's gonna come over here, and that's what I'm gonna do with him.
Okay.
He's like,
come and fight my birdmen.
Bases, it sounds similar to Walking Dead All Out War.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, the same thing. 2 actions in All Out War. Run or dash, I think, which takes 2 actions. But I think it takes 1, I believe. But it like causes more noise on the noise meter.
That's what you're searching, isn't it? You can do
same thing with running. Like you're running. Like if you're running full out, you actually cause more noise.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one of my characters. So I'm done. Your turn. Pass.
So you're not doing anything more?
I just do 1. I don't think it says I have to do the whole battle group.
No?
I don't. Maybe. Let me just double check. Maybe it is battle group.
Oh, you know what we could use?
That could be cool.
My coloured gems to show which ones have moved.
Yeah. Or we can just use your tokens and put them on the model.
Which tokens or which?
The ones with a cross on them. They're the ones which you use to show if they're active or
These
not
ones?
active. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you fall? Yes, you can. But it's all going to hurt because I can't fall more than 3 inches from that. It's 3 inches down. Okay, so don't want to move action. No part of the fighter can ever move with the battlefield edge. Blah blah blah. Fine. Hero phase. Just says takes turn activating their fighters. It doesn't say activating battle groups.
Okay.
Alright, your turn.
Bases, moving in All Out War is 1 action. Walking makes noise and sinking is silent. But if I recall, you can't take 2 moving actions in the same turn. Okay.
Yeah, but one of them has to be like, are you going to move quietly or are you going to run like hell?
And here's the rest of them if you want to just give your guys.
I'm just going to put them on my character sheet. I don't need them on the model.
I prefer mine on the model.
I'm just going to remember like which guy's done what.
Okay, so my turn then.
Of course, I'm just going to drop them all on the floor.
Alright, so.
But at least it's tile and not
my
felt.
shield group. So I think my.
Where's my other one?
I don't think
How did I get all the way over there?
Oh my god, it's there. Alright, so these guys I'm not too worried about. These guys like
Actually, this is really useful for people because I have multiple of the same guy. Like I have 3 of one guy, so actually being able to say I have 3 things.
Alright, so my dagger guy I am going to Oh, by the way, what is the numbers? Is that the page?
That's the points cost when
Points
you're building
cost,
when you're building a warband.
Right.
We don't have to worry about that because this is the basic warband.
Yeah. Okay, in that case, that's 3 inches. Yeah, I'm gonna move this guy, and I can't remember what his name is. His name is the Drill Master. So I'm going to move the Drill Master. I am going to move. Ah, no, that wouldn't work actually because you're up there. In that case, you can move 5. So the Drill Master's going to move 5.
Okay.
Pop that so
Please,
second. So Drill Master's going to go here. And he is going to do.
I know he's moved because
Okay.
I've got his card.
And he's going to move. So the movement isn't shortened if I move again. So I can move
no,
5.
it's again. You can just move
5.
another 5. Yeah.
Okay.
Just run.
In that case, yeah, he's just about going to get around here. Let me just double check that again. See if he was here.
You just do lines.
Sure.
Yeah. Move forward and then move them another inch in the direction. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Cool.
Alright, so
It's my turn now.
this is it?
Yeah, you've done 2 actions, 2 moves.
Where's my 2 things? I have 2 things here. I have one for him.
Okay. Well, I didn't know you were doing those with them. I just saw
Oh,
them on the
no,
table.
they're mine. Alright, he's done.
Cool. My turn now.
So that is your turn then.
Oh, where's
Yeah,
my
you're
I've
right.
got my hand. Okay. So let me just check. I'm going to check some of these guys' abilities because I'm not sure if they have any abilities. I seem to have far less abilities than you.
I am the Iron Bones. Are you showing the tapestry during the show? Yes, can do.
Is there anything on the tapestry?
If there is anything, let me check.
Just check abilities. Because the abilities cost an action.
I haven't got a scene created for it at the moment.
Okay, so actually, abilities do not count as an action. So you can do like extra stuff. You do your 2 actions, and then you can spend your ability dice to do like an extra action.
Perfect. What's the skull mean?
It would tell you on your card. Turn it over.
Oh. Okay, I understand now.
No.
No.
Okay.
I like that. So basically, you get your warband, like what you can have, and then on the other side, it tells you. Oh, sorry. Don't worry about these. This just means. Oh, I'm at the weather forecast, so I don't know where my hands are going. So that's just the faction symbol, but it's these symbols on the cards that represent a special ability that does not take an action. So that's cool.
Sorry, I'm still looking at these
No,
things.
that's fine. You might be adding something on it soon. Go for it.
Okay. I'm going to go like this then. I'm going to activate him. Yeah. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to move him forward 5. I'm then going to
Go away.
throw a harpoon at you.
No, don't do a harpoon.
Throw my harpoon. So
Be
I've got
mean. Be mean.
2 attacks.
No.
Using my, I don't have any dice to use because the thing is, problem is these singles can be used as doubles, so I don't want to use them up. at the
No, you
moment.
said doubles could be singles, not singles could be doubles.
That's what I mean. But I need to use these singles, because the value goes down. So a double on the card is now a single, and a triple is now a double.
So how could you use a single to be a double?
Well, because all I need to do is spend a single now to use a double ability, because the value of ability goes down 1.
Oh, of course. Okay.
So I'm going to have to roll
Right.
these red dice on them, I suppose, because I don't have anything else. Okay, so I might be getting this wrong. If I'm getting it completely wrong, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
This is
if
the first
anyone's
game.
already played this, please let us know if we've made any little mistakes.
Okay, so I'm going to do an attack. I have 2 attacks. It's an 8-inch shot.
And who are you
And I am
for?
going for your little dwarf who hasn't been yet.
Is
Try
that
and
this
kill him.
guy?
Yeah. So I'm within 8 inches. Yes. So I'm going to shoot my thing at him. It's a 2 attacks. Strength is 4.
My armor is 4.
Okay, so that's a 5, which goes through his armor, doing 2 damage to him.
I'm guessing this is the damage one.
Yep. And then I got a critical, which does another 5 damage to him.
So,
That's 7 damage in total.
if that's this guy, he's got 12 HP.
So now he should. So you have to put 5 wound. Sorry,
Yeah.
7 wound tokens on him.
So there's a 3, 6,
And a 1.
7.
Okay. I'm going to kill the dwarfsy before he gets to do anything. And now I'm going to spend my. Should I spend my triple?
Go on, waste it. Don't get any more either.
Yeah, I'm going to spend my triple. It's gone now. I'm going to attack you again using my harpoon snag.
Okay.
This goes back over here now. They're just out for the moment. And I have 2 more attacks. And if I
I told you! I put it on Insta!
attack of the cat, that should be a twist card.
That
There should be a funny card, twist card, like attack of the cat.
Yeah. No.
Baby cat, do 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 do.
Get him back, Missy! Do it for Thok! Oh, you're such a big baby. This one's any, by the way. So, what are you going to do?
So I'm going to attack you again. It's a bonus attack action,
Boo.
and then if after the attack action I can move you towards me.
Boo. Actually, yeah, bring me closer to you.
I think that's death.
What's it?
is-
12, 7.
Another 7. That's 14 damage.
Oh my
I killed your dwarfsy! First blood!
god!
Deep.
Boo.
On the plus side, you can't be the hunted one now.
Oh yeah!
Alright, so I spent my triple now. That's the one problem with that, but that was definitely cool. I'm liking
was
this.
quick.
It's very simple. It's very
It is,
simple
isn't
sort of
it?
system, isn't it? Okay, it is now your
Nuclear
turn.
war dropped by cats!
It's your turn, and I have a feeling you're going to try and get your own back.
Yes. What should I do to him?
Pass her over.
Yeah, you want the cat?
Yeah, pass her over. Pass the baby over. Sorry,
She really does not care. She really does not. Alright, my guys, I think I'm gonna go.
She would be the
with my
perfect
shield.
cat to be the lion in the Lion King. To mold her, she would just be still
She
while
would,
her.
she really would. Actually, no, she wouldn't because she would want affection. She'd constantly.
She's probably petrified, to be honest. She's like not moving. She's just being fucking mean to her partner. Oh,
In
sorry.
that case,
That's the
I'm
only
gonna
time we
use
can say that in
this
this
guy.
entire stream.
He's
1
gonna
F-bomb,
move-
that's it.
He's gonna move 4.
You think good, kitty? You just like being held, don't you? You just like being held. You're falling asleep, aren't you?
Yeah, she is.
She just likes the attention.
And this one is my. Trying to remember their names. This one is my Domina. Comes. So.
What's the range of his attack?
1 inch.
Okay.
Alright, so. And which die do I use?
How many dice does it say you roll?
It says 3.
Okay, so you roll 3 dice. Use the red ones first since you use the singles for abilities. Does he have an ability?
He does. I'm going to use.
Do you want to use them?
Oh yes, he's got 2 abilities.
You can use them before your first attack action, or you can use them at the end of both of your actions. It's your choice.
Well, I've moved. I'm going to attack.
Okay, so you have to
then
use
I'll
it
do
at
it
the end.
afterwards. Okay, so come on. 5, 4, and a 1.
This is against him. Okay, his armor is 4.
His armor is 4, so
That's 2 hits.
2 hits.
2 normal hits. How much damage?
That would be 2 each.
So 4 damage. I need the
Two
wound
each.
tokens.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you doing
They're
any
double
actions
sided.
now?
Yes, I am. They're double sided.
3 and a 1. I know. Okay. Take it.
So, okay. So, yeah, so two, so that's 4 on him. Well, I was thinking he had 2 models there for some stupid reason. Alright, so, next, let's have a look. I've got that ability. That one I don't think is possible.
They designed these tokens quite well, so they look like arrows pointing to the right model. You see?
Alright, this one, I'm going to read it out. It says, spine crushing blow. Add the value of this ability to the strength characteristic of the next attack action made by this fighter. This activation that has a range characteristic of 3 or less.
Well, you can't do that because you've already done your attack action. You have to do it at the beginning
So that's at
of
the
the
beginning.
turn. Yeah.
And the other ones, for me to understand, is lead with strength, double. A fighter can use this ability only if an enemy fighter has been taken down by an attack action made by them. This activation.
You haven't taken
This
me out.
fighter makes a bonus move action or a bonus attack.
But you haven't
I
done it.
haven't.
Basically, it's like a consolidation. But can I just step quickly?
Yeah, of course you can.
Sorry. It's the only
You
reason.
just want to learn.
I have the value of this ability to the strength characteristic of the next action. What does it mean, the value of this ability? 2,
Would that
a double?
be the double, maybe? I'm assuming it's the ability dice.
Add the value of this ability. You've done your actions, yes?
So yeah, I've attacked and stuff. So Dominar has done.
So these bits.
Mhm. Yeah, but Battissimo's the new bot because it does the multiple platforms, so you're going to have to work on it again. Hopefully this will be the last bot for a while. I could always bring Y-Spot back, but sometimes when you do a command, Y-Spot...
So the rule of an
and
ability that may sometimes refer to the value of the ability that refers to the score shown on the dice. For example, a player's a double consisting of 2 ability dice with a score of 5, the value of the ability is 5, so your strength would be 5 plus whatever's there.
So if my strength is 4, then it would be 9.
Yeah.
Mm.
Which just basically means you can go over my... It's nothing special, it just means you go over my toughness level.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Who do I want to activate? I'm feeling like I'm going to lose that guy if I keep him there.
Mm-hmm.
So, what I'm going to do is... just have the abilities. So I'm going to do a disengage action, bring him back away from you.
Do I
3
get an
inches.
opportunity of attack like in D&D?
No. That's why I'm doing disengage. If I was doing disengage action in D&D, you still wouldn't get to attack me because you don't get to attack someone if they disengage in D&D. They spend their action to get out of combat. Disengage is a special ability.
But I thought that was like for rogues, they
Anybody
get that
can do
ability.
it. Anybody can do it.
But
It's
then
just,
why?
but
then
rogues
you
use
would
it.
always...
But rogues use it as a bonus action rather than an action. So
Oh, okay.
it means you can basically move out and then shoot if you want to.
So in D&D then, when would you do the attack of opportunity?
It's
if
like an
someone
opportunity.
disengages?
That's when they try to get out of combat without using a disengage action. They're already attacked and they try to leave, or they just try to leave and they don't use.
So they
the
risk it
disengage action.
basically.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know.
Or you know that they're trying to attack a certain person, so they might leave combat so they can then move and attack, rather than wait. If they use disengage, they can't then attack. So like for example, if I had a berserker who I was playing, and he was desperately trying to kill this person because like in the berserker's story, he sees the character as a.
Hey, Snowy.
Let's say he sees the character as the one who murdered a member of his family. So he's like absolutely insane. He's just trying to attack this one character over and over again. But let's say that the paladin has rushed forward and is engaging him in combat to stop him from attacking this halfling rogue character, whatever. Let's say his name's Tack. Then what I might do is Berserker is not going to care about whether he gets hit to get out of combat. So in my mind, he's not going to gently use some fancy footwork and disengage. He's just going to keep running, which means that the paladin gets a chance to hit him, But let's say I was playing a character who was just trying to get away and get out of the combat because he knows it's not going to be good. So, yeah, he would try and disengage. He would give up his action to get out because that's just what he would do.
It's more sensible than why risk it when you can do it
exactly.
and know you're not going to get attacked.
He's just trying to get away with the treasure, whatever it is. Okay, so it would make sense.
Hey, we've got 4 viewers. Thank you so much, guys.
The Meeple Palace crew is keeping us alive.
Yeah, the Meeple Palace crew is keeping us alive. Thank you.
It'd be fine if I was viewing as well, but I'm not at the moment because I'm on my tablet. Alright, so I've disengaged, I've got one more action he can do. I'm going to then move him with a normal move. I'm going to move him around my character, bring him to the other side here. Because you've got a character there, I think it's going to try and charge the other guy. Okay.
My turn?
Yep. He's now moved. So I can flip his card. Done now. Yep.
Okay.
Boss card gone.
Yeah, I'm going to go with...
Don't forget bowler guys can throw. They've got a 3-inch range.
I haven't forgotten. Yeah, he's going to go. So he can move 4, and he'll have a range of 3. So there he goes. There, 4.
I think we only hit me 7 inches as far as he can go for shooting.
Yeah, he's going to do it. So in that case, what he's going to do...
Don't forget, he might be the hunted one.
He's going to go... 4 there.
Okay.
He's going to move on 4.
Okay.
Hang on, I just check. No, it doesn't use special ability.
Also, you have one ability that all your guys can use at the top.
Oh yeah, throw bolus. Pick a visible enemy fighter within 6 inches of this fighter and roll 2 dice. For each roll of 4 to 5, allocate 1 damage point to that fighter. For each roll of 6, allocate a number of damage points to that fighter equal to the value of this ability.
Okay, well you could have spent a single dice, which counts as a double, to get a 6-inch throw instead of a 3-inch throw if you wanted to. I don't mind if
That's
you want to
that's not an action though, is it?
It's an ability.
Not an action. So I can use it after I do my last move. So I'm going to do a move,
I
and then
believe,
try and
let me see, does it say it?
It doesn't say.
It says this is your next attack action. Yeah, that's right.
Rogar meets Doric, what do?
Yep, that's right. Yep, so you can do it at the end.
I could move and then, yeah, okay, cool. So I'm going to make another move. Basically going to try and surround you.
But I'm the one hunting you.
Yeah, but I don't want to stop you from doing that. Okay,
I'm moving closer to me.
And then, yeah, you're definitely in 6 inches. Alright, so pick a visible enemy fighter within 6 inches.
So roll 2 dice.
So I am going to go, who's got the most, well he's already damaged, so I'm going to probably go for this guy.
Okay. So roll 2 dice. So use the red ones. You have to spend the corresponding amount of dice to use the ability. Is it double?
It's, yeah.
Okay, so you want to spend, say this one.
Okay.
That's 2. You want more than 1. So you roll a 2 and a 6. So that's 1 hit, and you would do 2 damage to him because that's the value of the dice.
Doesn't this still count as, it says,
it's not critical.
For each roll of a 6, allocate a number of damage points to that fighter equal to...
That's 2.
Did I not use another one? I don't want to use that one.
Okay, you could use the double, and that's basically it counts as a triple in this game. Alright, so it's 4 damage to him.
Isn't it 8?
No, it's just the value of the dice, 4. It's not 8,
To the value of this ability.
I just checked it, it's the number on the dice, so it's another 4 damage to him.
I've still got this I haven't used as well. So that one's used.
Okay, my
I
turn?
need more dice, yes.
Okay, so he's got 8, he's got how much health left? He's only got 10 health, he's not as tough as your guys, so he's only got 2 life left. Alright, in that case, I'm going to use...
It's not on turn 1, by the way.
I'm going to use this guy's ability.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend one of my singles, which counts as a double in this game,
Yeah.
to do this. I'm going to use Savage Fury on him. Add one to his movement characteristic for the next move he makes, and one to the attack characteristic for the next attack action they make in this one. So he's going to go and attack you.
Boo.
Moving, that's not a problem. Actually, I'm going to move him around the side. 5 inches, 6 inches, he's easy going to be able to get there.
Okay.
So I don't get an ogre charge at the side. And then I'm going to roll 4 dice instead of 3. And I need to get 5s, because I believe your armor is 4, right?
For which guy?
Any of your guys, I believe they're all got like armor 4, don't they? Except for your ogre is like armor 5.
No, I've got 2 5s.
Okay, so your
The
boss
rest are
and your ogre. Alright. Wow, those guys are tough. The guys with shields. Yeah, they're tough. Okay, cool. Okay, so that's
go away.
2 damage and 3 damage, so 5 damage to him. And that's his only ability this turn.
Okay.
You
That's mine.
can't
That's mine.
see. Oh, it's 5. Okay.
Yeah.
How much life does he have?
That one with the 3, he's got 10 life left.
So he's got
half.
5.
Yeah.
Okay, your turn.
Okay. Come on, guys, I need you. I need to save your life for round 2. Okay, so it's going to be this guy because the others have all gone now. You killed one of them.
Yeah,
I had
that's
2
true.
daggers and my 3 shields. So
That's
yeah,
true,
you
yeah.
killed one. So
I've
yeah.
still got 3 more. I've still got 2 more guys
So
to go.
he can move 4 as well. Yeah, he's going to go. And his special ability, let me read it, make sure I can, which order I have to use it in. For that. Okay, I'm gonna state this now. So I'm gonna use a triple, so I can use a double as a triple, correct?
Yep, that's right.
Okay, I'm going to be using the Living Battering Ram. Until the end of this fighter's activation, the next time this fighter finishes a move action within 1 inch of an enemy fighter, pick a visible enemy fighter within 1 inch of this fighter. Allocate a number of damage points to that fighter equal to the value of this ability.
Ouch, that's 3. So literally you can just run into my guy and kill him. So 8, and 8 it would kill him automatically. So he's dead.
Yeah, so he would be here.
Yeah, that would do 4. That's going to do 3 damage
So
to
that
him, which
was
will
a
kill
double
him.
move and ability.
It kills him.
That's
Nicely
his
done.
move.
That is very tactically done. I like that. Cool.
Whew.
Neat. I really do like
I'm not just a pretty face, you know. Alright. Yeah, wishful thinking. Okay, so
Alright,
is that everyone done? Or have you got another
I've
one
still got
left?
2 more people to go. Okay, well technically you would have another person to go afterwards, but it's just because I
Yeah.
killed the guy.
Oh, stop rubbing it in. Yes, you
You just
can
killed
go.
one of mine!
I know. I'm
Just
very
killed one of
happy.
mine! She just killed one of mine! Ugh. Okay, anyway, alright, so I have got this guy.
I'm just going to move your camera a little bit just to make sure you're in a bit more.
I'm not going to be able to get to him, I don't think. Because you have to go around terrain features.
Sort of as well, so things reflect. That should be a little bit better for you. Yeah, that's better. Bay says, ooh, so close to get my fix of weekly domestic.
I'm going to bring him around here. Actually, no, we're going to go and spread a little bit. Let's not have all our eggs in one basket. You're going to go. I'm going to go and spend 1 to Savage Fury him,
Aww.
which means my next move is now 5 plus. Let's get you here. Get you ready here to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to spend my last dice on him. Same thing. Bring you 6 inches for him because he's on me. Bring him here. And then I'm going to bring in
These are going to get painted soon as well.
3, 5. Bring him up here.
Yes. Is that everything? Has you got any other things you're going to do?
That's everything I can do. None of my guys have shooting attacks because they're all close combat guys, except for my one guy with the harpoon.
Okay.
So now it's round 2, and what that means is
We can bring in our hammers.
let's bring in our hammers. First, we have to roll initiative. So you goes first. So we roll our 6 dice again.
Oh, okay, that's true. Ooh,
Okay.
nice. 2 6s, and everything else is singles. Ooh.
Okay.
I can use this as doubles, or I can use one as triple.
Okay. Let's do this then. So I've got the 1 single. How many singles do you get?
I got
4
singles.
So you
And
win. You
the
win this. You get initiative this round, which means I believe you can choose to make me put my stuff down first.
And now I've got my 2 dice, which I have not used yet.
I've got 3. I haven't used yet.
I've got 3.
I haven't used any of them.
Neither have I.
No, you got 1 over there.
But I thought we got 1 at the start of round
Oh
1.
yeah, you get 2 dice.
Round
That's right.
2.
You're right.
Don't
You
get
you
three, yeah.
you're completely right. Sorry. Where is the thingy setup card?
It's here.
I just see where my hammer's coming.
Me too. Me first.
Well, I'm placing them first.
Why are you placing yours first?
Because then you can react to where mine are. Because you got initiative. Or you can place yours first and I can react to you.
No, I'm going to place mine first.
Okay.
So, it says it's off the board.
But don't forget you can be anywhere vertically.
No, but where would I place it? Because the mark is not specifically
It's on the board
map,
edge.
it's
On the board edge.
Okay. So
Within
it's-
3 inches, remember, because you're going horizontally 3 inches. So you're on this side. I'm on that side. We've been playing this way. The board.
Look,
No, you don't turn it around. We've been playing that way.
this is how we've been playing.
You're reds.
I'm red,
You're here.
so I go here because it's the.
Oh, the hammer. Dagger, sorry.
Hammer, yeah.
Hammer goes there, and then my hammer goes here.
Yeah. That's why I'm not bothering about setting up.
Nicely done. Okay. And my hammer goes here.
So here you go.
Like I said, within 3 inches.
Yeah.
And 4, 3 inches.
Just as guys, I'm going to have to leave you to continue, and I'll leave you in peace. I think you need it after me and now what? No, you are always welcome. Lovely hanging out with us.
Inches.
But yeah, you have a good night, Jeff, and thank you so much for popping in. Bye. Alright, so you've got
And
okay, you've moved yours
last
there.
one.
And I need to have
It's going to be here.
2 thingies because they. No, these guys. So I need. One.
So,
These are mine, remember?
yeah,
Put yours in your
put it next to the model and put it near my
I
card.
just want 2. It's what's reach.
It's okay.
Shut up.
Alright, everything is now set up again.
Okay.
He is dead, so I can take him off the board for a moment.
Yeah, actually, no, I'm going to leave mine here. It's a sad reminder of what you did.
Okie dokie. So next, so you get to go first. Oh, first of all, please, can you choose your hunted one?
My hunted one. I am going to choose this guy.
Okay. Your turn.
Okay. So my turn. So all these get turned around again.
Yeah, that's right.
So Right.
He's my leader around.
Which one's your leader, by the way?
I'm telling you.
Which one's your leader? That one. Okay. I think this one's going to go first. So this one would be this dude. And that one is my dual master again. He can move 5. That gives him 2 inches extra. So he gets up. He can move 2 inches before he has to do another action. So that would get him here. Okay.
Not too far.
Oh, sorry. And then what's he going to do? What's his range? He's got
3 inches.
He can do 3 inches, which should, yep, hit this out. So can you also hit that guy?
No, I'm out of range.
You
It's
sure?
the base to base.
Just a tiny bit.
Not base to my cloak.
Alright, so I'm going to use my thingy to do 3.
Okay.
Okay. But what dice can I use? Because I don't have any spares. I need to keep those. Oh, well, I know these are singles, so does it matter?
Just use the red ones.
Okay, so he gets 3. No, he gets 4.
It's bonus. Wow.
Let me use one of yours.
That's not the right person, is it?
Yeah.
Oh wow, with a chain weapon.
Yeah. I give you
Sure,
one
there you go.
dice. Yeah, I might use my other dice in the future. I don't want it to be enough.
Well, no, it's only because this game we can't pick up our symbols because they count as doubles. So that is 4s, yeah?
That is 2 4s, a 3 and a 2. How many of them here?
His armour is 3. What's his strength?
For the weapon strength is 4.
So you beat me, so it's 3s or more to hit me. So,
So that's 3.
3 damage to him.
And that's 1 each. Yeah. 1
3
damage.
damage. Okay. I'm going to put it on his card for the moment because I'm not going to put him. I'll put it next to the token that represents him.
Okay, so he's moved and he's done an action. Is there something he can do beforehand? I should have checked this first. Oh, so quadruple. I don't have double becomes triple. Yeah, I can't. Alright, so it doesn't matter. So he is done. And I believe it is your turn.
Okay.
What's that? Let's see. I see this below Twitch. I did link of sort, I don't think it was.
I'm going to activate this guy.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my triple as a quadruple.
Ooh.
And I'm going to activate Unleash the Beast.
Mm-hmm.
Beast mode! To the end of the battle round, add half of the value of this ability to the attacks and strength characteristic actions made by this fighter at a range of 3 or less.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to use all of these. So I normally would have 3 dice, but I get 2 more because they were 4s. So I'm just going to roll the reds. Mm-hmm. 2 more, and they get 2 to the strength, so they are now strength 5. So I believe it's 3s now to beat your armour.
I guess so. I mean, my
This
armor's
is 4, my armour's 5, my strength is 5 now.
Yeah.
Okay, so any 3s or more. So they
All
all do damage, so that's 4 damage plus another 3, so that's 7 damage.
I'm not dead yet.
Then I'm going to attack you again. That's second action.
So that was 7 damage.
7 damage, yeah. I've already done some damage to him. I have. 5
Oh,
damage.
he's dead.
So I've killed him.
No.
And then I'm going to rush, as another action, I'm going to rush him over there and engage your ogre. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that because your ogre will attack twice, aren't you? I'm then going to run away like a cowardly creature that I am. I'm going to run away. Run away! You killed some model, so now run away. It's another 5 inches. Let me move you back here.
Okay. My turn?
Yes, that's it. Yeah, okay, it's back.
I think I am going to. I'm going to use my signifier. Okay. He's definitely in range to move 4.
Okay.
And he's going to attack. He gets 3 dice. I'm going to use these. Okay. The weapon strength is 4.
So my toughness is 4 as well.
That's 1 crit.
1 crit and 2 misses.
And the crit
It's
does
4
4.
damage. So
And there's an ability, which I forgot. I am. Do you know what? I'm going to use this, I think. I'm going to use my double as a triple. Okay. And what that does is stand defiant. Until the end of the battle round, add 1 to the toughness characteristic of friendly fighters. So I've got those over there.
Yep.
That are within 6 inches of this fighter.
That's pretty nasty. Let me check and see. Is this guy within 6 inches?
And that would be his turn as
No, he's
well.
not.
So
Okay.
I'll turn this around.
Okay.
So that is him done.
Nice.
Moved attack and special ability.
Okay. Move. And then I'm going to use
Can't wait to get this terrain. I'm gonna just
Savage Fury. Gives him 1 more attack. So I have 5 attacks with him. I can use my dice. So it's 4s, his armour.
Oh,
Good.
which one, sorry?
This one here with the bow.
That one, that's just a single. So I believe it's this one. Yeah, so that one's got armour of 4.
So 4 pluses.
Is that bent, by the way, or is that meant to be like that?
It's a little bit bent. No, it's bent because it's a swing.
It's meant to. Okay. So the cat split.
Okay, so that's 2 misses.
So armour is
So that's 2 7 damage.
7 damage. His armour is 15.
His life is 15.
5. 6. 7. Yeah.
And that's his move though.
Okay, my turn.
Yep.
Okay, I am now going to move. Which one had double? There was 2. Yeah, so I had 2 miniatures here, the Iron Legionary. Okay, so one of them is going to move. It can move 4 inches. Not quite, is it?
Can you attack me within 1 inch, remember?
Oh, of course you can, yeah. And that goes with it. Okay, then it's going to attack. I'll just move that side. So it's going to attack. He gets 2 dice. I can use these now, actually. The weapon strength is 3.
Okay, my toughness is 3, so it scores. Okay.
Fails. And he has no special ability.
Okay.
Okay, so that's his turn.
Alright, my turn then. He's the one that got boned.
I thought you put them on your cards.
I did, I'm just trying to remember which one is which. That's the problem. So he's the one that got boned.
Bolas, by the way, is what it's called. Not bolard. Bolas.
Okay, okay, so she has her ability. This one? Oh my goodness. Okay. That's pretty nasty.
Hi, Jeff. I thought you were off, hon. Couldn't stay away. Ignore that. Why?
Okay, I'm going to.
Cry me a river.
Sacrifice that for Savage Fury,
Okay.
which gives me a 9-inch move as opposed to a 10-inch move, as opposed to an 8-inch, which gets me within an inch of him.
I'm guessing I'm away 6 inches now. Yeah. His toughness won't go up.
He gets 5 attacks. He gets 5 attacks. I can use all my gold dice now. Where are the gold dice? There you go. He gets 5 attacks. My strength is 4. Toughness is 4.
For that guy, that was my
5, isn't it, actually?
bonus. So yeah, he's got 5.
Okay, so I need to get 5 or more. Do anything.
You got 6.
I've got 1 critical, so
Oh,
that's
critical?
5 damage then.
Okay, has he already got any damage? No. So he's got 5 health left.
Okay. And that's your turn.
Okay, next I am going to go with. What can you do, my friend? What can you do? You can move 4. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to go with this guy. My other bonus. My other
Shield guy.
Iron Legionary. So, he can 4. And he will get the plus to the armor. So
No,
that's.
he's not. I don't know if he's within range.
I wouldn't say so.
Yeah, he is. Yep.
Yes,
So he
yeah.
gets within 1 inch there.
1 inch, yeah, I'll do that to show that he's
Attack.
Yep, so he'll get +1 toughness because he's in a range of Secret 5 that has.
So he's up to 6 at the moment, it's pretty good.
Yep, okay, so he gets 2 attacks.
My toughness is 4, so it's 5s.
And the strength of the weapon is 3.
My toughness is 4, so 5s.
Okay.
Both fail.
Useless!
Okay, my
What
turn.
did your mother feed you? Yeah. Yeah, that's all he can do, he doesn't have any special abilities.
Okay. It's see-through!
What's
Where is it? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, these things are great, but when they're like on the table, like I don't notice them.
He's going to attack. He's got 3 attacks.
Which one are you attacking?
This guy's attacking.
Okay, my Iron Legionary.
So 3 attacks. 5s.
Armor is 5.
Yeah, my strength is 4. So that is 6 damage.
Dead, because he only has 10 life.
Here you go.
Oh, useless! And that one was my one as well. My turn?
Yep.
Ah! He's killing everything. I'm gonna risk it.
No squishing. I think you need a triple for that.
Really?
But you do have 2 red dice.
I do,
You can spend them both now and turn it into a triple.
which I will. So does that become?
Spend the precious wild dice. You have to put 2 red dice in. Yeah, double to turn it. Yeah, double turn it into a triple. Yeah. You're going to attack.
Okay, so
So
let's
it's
repeat
5s.
it. Until the end of this fighter's activation, the next time this fighter finishes a move within 1 inch of an enemy fighter, pick a visible enemy fighter within 1 inch of this fighter. Allocate a number of damage points to that fighter equal to the value of this ability. That's triple. So he's going to move twice.
Now, if he moves into close combat, if he moves within an inch, he's got to disengage. If you move within an inch of another fighter, you're in combat and you have to disengage and move away from combat.
He hasn't done anything yet.
No,
I'm
I mean,
about
it's,
to move him.
I'm just saying, if you move him here, for example,
Mhm.
then you do damage, but then if you want to move again,
No,
you need to disengage.
that's not what I meant. I meant that I want to go here.
Okay, do a double move.
So yeah, I'm doing a double move to put him there.
Yeah, and then you
Because
choose
then
one
he
fighter and
No,
you do 5 damage.
No, I don't believe it is. Until the next time this fighter finishes a move action within 1 inch of the enemy fighter, pick a visible enemy fighter within
Yeah, you
1
have to pick
inch.
one. You can't do all 3.
Fine, in that case I'll go here.
Okay.
Alright.
And you're going to do 5 damage to him.
Of the triple thingy.
Yeah, because the value was 5.
Mhm.
Alright, so 5 damage on him. My turn then?
Yeah.
Well, he's in combat, so he might as well attack you. So I might as well spend him.
Doing that, but we'll see.
So I've still got 3 that haven't been used. So I'll use him then. And I will do my 3 attacks. Strength is 3, toughness I'm guessing is like 6 or something.
On the
Ogre.
ogre is 5.
So still 5s, doesn't get any worse than 5s. Critical, so that is a 5, that's 4 damage to your ogre, please.
Only 4 damage?
That's all you can do. I know you've got 30 life, he's an ogre. I wonder. Okay. Next person to go. I've got 2 red dice left. This could be a make or break moment. I don't think you can use red dice on their own, they have to be added to something.
They
That's
do,
right.
yeah.
Okay, so I can't do that right now. In that case, what should I do? I'm going to... Sounds like Frost.
Does a little bit, yeah. Oh, Base, I just had an idea for the MTG game. It would be a little bit annoying, but you could perhaps... well, you could use OBS and
Oh, it's your turn.
use...
You got your
Yeah,
dog.
because you attacked me. Let me just think the visual of my thought. With the MTG, you could put multiple cameras on your OBS, and then on Discord or Skype you could share your screen, and that way you could do it like that. Alternatively, you could create multiple accounts to add in from different devices that have cameras to then do it that way as well, so that you can get multiple cameras in a group. Alright, so my turn, I have got
The dog
just
left.
him. What are you going to do, mate? What are you going to do? You're going to help, I think. So, Domina can move 4, and you can do 2 wait 1 second, let me just check what they are again. So, no, another one. Okay, I'm going to use this as a double. Okay, and that's for the spine crushing blow. Add the value of this ability to the strength
So 3.
characteristic of the next attack action made by this fighter. This activation that has a range characteristic of 3 or less.
Okay, so in close combat, he uses it in close combat.
Yeah. So he is. Oh, he's not going to 5.
No, he's moving 4. He's got 4-inch movement.
He's got 4, so he wouldn't be able to fight after it then. There's no point doing it then. He's just going to get himself close by. So that would be 8. So he could probably get in an inch with the guy here.
Okay.
Okay, and that is all we can do.
Cool. I've got some more stuff to do.
Oh, have I used him yet?
Yes, you got the
I
next
did,
next
yeah.
I believe you tried to. He did 3 damage to him.
Yes, that's right.
So she's going to move up. She's got a movement of 5.
By the way, what is the victory condition again? I know the
If
twist.
I kill him, I win.
And what do I have to do? Keep
Keep
him
him
alive.
alive. Keep him alive. Keep him alive for 2 more rounds.
Mm-hmm.
So
the amount of movement you can do. Kind of reminds me of my Bloodsecrator and some of my Corn guys.
She's going to whip you. So she's going to whip your Domina.
Sounds like a Spartacus storyline.
Yeah, Dominus. They might
Well,
use
yeah,
it,
Dominus, yeah.
So it's 4,
So
strength 4, toughness 4.
My Domina is, 4 armor.
Doesn't do anything.
Yes!
Well,
I
the first,
am the Domina!
the first time I did doesn't really matter.
Alright,
And
is
then
that
I've
all
got
guys?
no,
How many
I've got
more
2 more
left?
to go. So then I've got you. You're going to go here. And then you're going to
It's
go
going to be a bit of a pile in now, isn't
through
it?
the door.
Can you legit fit through the door?
No, yeah, it can, but 1, 4.
No, I meant the actual physical model. Can it actually go through the door? That'd be really cute.
I think it can, but it's just the arms that make it. I can go sideways. I can kind of fit through the door. My face is in the way. I'm stuck. You're supposed to be able. GW. Look, if you're gonna make models for doors,
Make them
you should be able to fit one model through the door.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's a bit sad.
the arch.
Sad.
The arch you can. The
Yeah.
doorway doesn't fit a model.
No.
Okay, so she's gonna go here.
Mm-hmm.
And he is going to. He is going to. Disengage. Go 3 inches back.
Mm-hmm.
And then. There's nothing else he can do. He's going to throw a harpoon at.
And my signifier, I'm guessing.
Pretty much. There's not much else he can do. So his arm is like 6 at the moment. No, 5. Because only himself.
He gets 5.
Does it say himself? Does it say
Oh,
others? Or does
that's
it
true.
include himself?
That's true. 1 second.
Does it say all Iron Golem models?
Stand fire. Until the end of the battle round, advance attacking characters or friendly fighters while they are within 6 inches of this fighter. So no, I believe that would mean that he just has 4 armor.
Okay.
Everyone around him would get 1 extra. So just 4.
Well, yeah, I don't think you'd be friendly with this. I have to check this. I have to check the FAQ for that. Anyway, he's going to throw it at him, and it's going to be. So it's 2 attacks. 5. That's a 5. So it's 5 damage.
It. So he's got
10.
15. So he's got 10. He's on 5.
Okay, and that's it.
So before we continue, I think we'll take a 5-minute break, get a cup of tea or something, and
No, I want to watch you squirm while we're playing.
No, we just got the next round to go. So
Let's go to the bathroom.
probably as well. Yeah, I'll probably do.
Alright, pause it. Let's go.
the slumber, life at the close of the sleep, facing the world with a hunger, clambering out of the deep. Blank slate, a trip to begin, look to tomorrow, clean plate, a fresh little wind, a road to follow, into the wild, into the vast, into the beauty, emerging at last, into the wild, into the fray, up and away. Gliding over the past. Sun and the rain and the thunder, prized for the world is my shrine. So many places I've wandered, so many I've yet to find. Strong hearts will master the means, firm blades and engines. Small parts I've seen in the dreams, tall towers ascending into the wild, into the vast, into the beauty emerging at last, into the wild, into the fray, up and away, gliding over the past. Strange voices lead me forward, keep guiding me into the wild. I'll take a stand in of the river, souls are the sands, wings on the wind, stone on the skin, together we band. Into the wild, into the vast, into the beauty emerging at last, into the wild, into the fray, up and away, gliding over the past.
welcome back to Let's Play Warhammer WarCry with me, Missy TTV, playing the Iron Golems and many more games playing as the Untamed Beast. Before we start, we're going to have a quick look at the tapestry. Now, the tapestry, if you don't already know, is where people, even whether you're in the Discord group or whether you want to put something in and you want a Discord group, that's fine, but just moving very, very slow, I apologise. So let's have a look at who has posted in here at the moment. And we have got, oh, I thought Base was putting something in. I'm not sure.
Anything new?
Well, I thought Base was putting something in. Base, are you still there? Base! No! I'm going to just double check whether I made a mistake and this was the new one. 1 second. So let's have a look. Not sure if this is the one he meant, but... Okay, so here we have an amazing model from the 3D layered scenery. Can't wait to try out of their products in the near future. And this is what Basis of Operations is using with regards to his Skyrim D&D home game that he is doing. And so yeah, he's basically using Terraforming Games, which is on Thursdays at what is it? It's 10 PM UK time, and that's where you can find him on TMP for creating and seeing how he, as a dungeon master, will take Skyrim, the video game, and turn it into D&D 5e. And you can also find him on his own personal channel, Basis of Operations, where you can watch him stream painting and occasionally some video games as well. Okay, so let me just jump back and see. I didn't add what I wanted to show yet. Lol, can't see the pic by the way. Oh, okay, it's not showing it. So 1 second. I think I know why. So, there we go. Didn't update. No, I want that one. I want that one. So yeah, so here you can see this beautifully painted little building by Basis of Operations. And as I said, he is turning Skyrim into a D&D 5e campaign that he is currently now started playing with his group. There we go. So yeah, so this is one that he, this is one that you printed, wasn't it? Using their file, I believe. But it's really cool. I like it. I love the yellow, like there's light or a fire inside and it's making it glow. That's come out really nice, giving a really nice warm look. Okay, and let me just double check again and just make sure. Have you added yet? No. Do you want me to wait for you to add it in? Working on it now, not a problem. 8 points. I'm actually going to try and fit this. Let me see. I'm going to try and fit this here, and that way. There we go. Cool. And then I can't hide that bit yet.
Okay.
But yeah, I like all that. That's really cool. And how long did it take you to finish painting it? I'm asking you questions while you're trying to put it in the tapestry.
Stop watching this show, Scrumdiddlyumptious.
What's it about?
It just shows you. It's like those ones that you like, you know, like on Facebook, where they like in 3 minutes they like make a really cool looking funky meal, you know, out of like nothing.
Oh yeah.
And I was like watching that, I was like, that's really good. Some really cool ideas and things I think I could probably do, you know.
Alright.
Okay, it's next round.
Has he done it? No. Alright, I'll wait and I'll do another tapestry at the end, okay? Alright, so do you want to sum up what's happened in the last two turns?
Untamed beasts have been kicking butt. I am down a couple of models, so some of my guys are wounded, but I'm very much in the game. I feel that so far you've been able to keep me away from your character more or less.
Yeah, because it's this guy here, my ogre, that he has to kill.
Alright, so it's initiative roll.
Yes, it is. So it's all 6 dice.
All 6 dice.
And now we get our.
You get your final ones. I haven't used any.
I've only used 1, so I've got 2 left. So we all roll all 6 dice.
Wow, I got 5. 5 threes. So I've got a triple.
Okay.
And a double.
I've got 1 double. I've got 2 doubles, and I've got 2 singles.
I've got 1 single, so you've got first turn.
I get first turn. Lovely.
Okay, I've got a quadruple. I've got a
So now we're
quintuple.
on round 3. You've done it! I'll do it at the end, I promise. Okay, so I'm gonna go first. Because I want the thing. Okay, so what am I gonna do? Run away and cry. Maybe. Oh, these will get turned around now.
Yep.
Can you turn mine over for me?
I have already.
Ooh, you missed
I've got these 2 down here near me.
Thank you. Alright, do you know what? My golem's gonna go, I think. So let me just double check.
All line golems, you mean your ogre?
Sorry, yes, my yeah, my golem. All of them are going at once. So
Don't kill my ogre.
triple living battering ram till
That's
the
the move
end
thing.
of this fighter's activation. Next time this fighter finishes a move action within 1. So I'm going to declare that. So that's a triple.
Okay.
I'm going to use my lower number.
You can do 8 damage on criticals.
Yes.
Oh god.
Okay, so he is going to attack this guy.
Okay, that's definitely
Alright.
that's definitely 3s.
So that is 2 dice.
Okay.
It's got 5 armor.
Miss one.
Actually, do you know what? I've been so bad with using that cup.
So I took 4 damage. He's on 1 life left.
Yes. Good.
Okay. You can attack again.
I can.
You get your second attack action,
I can. Use the cup now.
and you obliterate him.
Yes!
He's squashed.
Deaded! I love it.
My turn.
Alright. Yes.
Okay.
I'm quite lucky about that. Oh,
What's his toughness?
Which bar?
5. Yeah, it's 5. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got 5. 5 armor.
All right. I am going to. I'm going to unleash the beast on him. Spend all my dice for this, unfortunately. I can do it. Unleash the beast. He is going to add half of the value of his ability, rounding up to his attacks and strength characteristic. So he's going to get 6 attacks, and his strength is now 6, so it should go over your armor. Is that right?
So with this guy over here,
No, this guy over here.
my ogre has 5.
So I now have 6, so 3 pluses on him.
Okay.
So I'm going to go here, charge in there,
Go away.
and I'm going to keep that for the moment. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4,
I think my
5,
dice are weighted. I think he's cheated.
6,
Oh, come up. It's just
3
slow.
pluses. Okay, so I've missed with 3 of them. That's not great.
But you've got a critical here, haven't you?
Yes, so that's 9 damage to your ogre.
Okay, so how many ones?
Flip that.
5, 6, and 8.
So it would be 12, wouldn't it?
9.
So 9 plus 4 is 13.
Yeah, he's got a health of 30. Okay.
Or we can make it easier. He's got taking 13 damage, right? So it would be 5.
Do you want a 10?
Yeah, so we get a 10 and 3.
There we go.
Get rid of all of these. 13 damage so far. Okay. So he's moved and attacked. That's his turn. He's done now. It's your turn.
Okay. Let's see what I'm going to do. I am going to use this guy.
On my leader, okay.
Yep. So this would be this card. Alright, what's that ability?
You have to use his close combat one.
Allocate a number of damage points to all visible enemies within 3 inches of this fighter equal to the value of this ability. Alright, is the other guy in 3 inches? That's my question.
I think so. He is.
Where's my thing gone? Have you stolen my thing? You can get in within an inch, can't he? So, slightly.
No, it has to be within 3 inches of that. Yes, it does work.
Alright, he's going to spend a quarter. So I'm going to use...
He's going to spend what?
It's quadruple.
But that's quadruple is 4. Oh yeah, because it's -1.
So, there's that. So, the quadruple whirlwind of death. Allocate a number of damage points to all visible enemies within 3 inches of this fighter equal to the value of this ability.
So 5 and 3, so I need a 5 for my leader. And I need another 5 for my...
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that bot.
Guy. Okay, so he's still alive, he's got 2 life left.
Okay, now he's actually going to do a thing. He is going to attack this guy.
Okay.
Alright, he is going to...
He has to use his close combat. So
yeah, so he's going to use his melee, so he gets 4.
all
Luckily
fours.
I do have some left now. Okay, so the weapon is strength 4.
Okay, so that's 3 hits. One's a critical, so that's 2, 2, and a 4.
So that is,
it's 8 damage to him. Wow, that's a lot. 3, and another 5. So he has taken
I've got
a
one
lot.
red dice
He's
left.
still got 7 life left.
Okay. And he is not going... He can attack again.
Yes, he can.
So he's going to go again. So that would be just 1 if
So
it's...
2 more damage.
Because 3 don't count, do they?
No, just 2 more damage. 2 more. 2. So that's
Yeah, I don't know why it's
10
doing that.
plus the 50. He's got 5 left. Okay, my turn. Okay. I'm going to spend both of my red dice. Well, I've got 1 left now. 1 dice left over. I'm going to spend 2 of them
Which one it
to
is?
make this a triple. So 2 and 2. I've got 1 red dice left. It's over here at the moment. Make that a triple, and she is going to use her ability, which is. So actually no. First she's going to move. Sorry.
That's okay.
It's I only have to use 1 because it's a double, not triple. She's going to move forward. She's going to move, and she's going to. I think she's got 5-inch movement. She was here.
Ah, there's mine.
That's my thing. I'm
No,
gonna
no, no. You got the other one.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, yours is there.
Yeah.
Look, it's on the paper.
Alright, so she's going to move here. She's going to move there. She's going to use the ability, which is Beastmaster.
Ooh, what's that do?
Makes this thing attack again. So 6 more attacks because I've unleashed Beast. And I need 3s.
What one do I need to edit?
So, damage you take on your ogre, 10, 16 damage, which I believe brings him down to 1 life.
He's got 30 life, so yeah.
And now my Beastmaster's going to attack him.
No! Oh no, you're gonna win.
She's got 4 attacks.
I shouldn't have gone into battle, but he's got 30 health. I thought I could risk it.
Oh, I still haven't killed him yet. I've got to
You're
actually
gonna kill him.
So it's only 5. I've got to get 5 pluses to wound him. 2 wounds.
Dead.
And victory goes to the untamed beasts. The hunted has been caught and slaughtered. Sorry, you just came back for this.
That's not bad. I mean, we've been playing about 2 hours. But
and we've been slow because we don't know the rules of the
yeah,
game.
but I think it'll be much quicker.
I've only been playing for 2 hours. We spent about an hour not just talking about it.
Houndstooth! Good game. Hi, honey.
Hi, Houndstooth. Long time no see.
Base says boo. Boo. I'm such a good winner, right?
Well, you nearly killed my general. I only have 5 health left on him.
But you killed so many of my guys. You killed 3 of my guys.
See, the problem with the thing is, right, the point of the game was not to kill your guys, it was to kill your ogre. So when you had your ogre right there and I had like 5 guys around it.
That's why I got him into battle, and then I was going to
It's
get
not like
another,
Warhammer, I can still
another,
shoot into combat and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I risked him. I risked putting him into battle because I thought he could take 1 down. That would limit how many more would come after him. I thought if I have him there as help, but he was useless. And then these guys over here, but then I was like, well, I want to keep you away. I want to keep you away.
Yeah.
I know you can disengage. I know you can take an action. I should have done that with him. I think maybe
Just run
the
away.
last one, I shouldn't have attacked. I should have actually just got him away and
put him in the corner, and then I would
Put him
have
in
to
the
go all the
corner.
way over there
Yeah,
because my
and then
guys
I've
were
got-
over here. Get him over there.
and then I would have gotten the other guys.
Well, no, you can't put him right in the
and
corner because he has to be he can't be within 4 inches of the edge of the
Edge.
battlefield.
Well, yeah, this is the edge, isn't it?
I think
So-
that's actually quite a good rule as well because it stops
Yeah.
you putting him in a corner and hiding him.
Yeah. Bay says, oh no, that's my GM. That's my DM. I don't want to die next game. Yay! Says Bates. And Houndstooth says, how are you two? We are good. Yeah, we're very happy. I think we're more happy because we're getting the geek room sorted, so we can do more things like this. And I think we're going to use the setup for painting, aren't we, in the future?
Yeah, I'm liking this. It's good.
It's tidier as
People get to see
well.
my chin, which is my
Yeah,
favourite feature.
my chin. But good. So, what's your
My take on
idea?
this.
First game.
I can see why some. I mean, okay. Let's start with negatives because I can see why some people might have found it confusing in some areas because like the ability score thing. I mean, we were kind of.
That's 5, 10. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I can see how it can be a little bit
not.
confusing, but I think when you get. I mean, I need to keep looking through the rules because I need to make sure we didn't make any mistakes after this game.
And we can watch this again
But,
as a reminder.
Yeah,
of,
I mean,
yeah,
I
we can
need
use
to
this
double
as a-
check and make sure that's okay. But there's a lot of synergy between the characters.
There is.
There's a good. I mean, the thing is, right? I think what I quite like about this is I don't care if any of my models die. I'm happy to throw one model away to fight to win the match, and that's kind of what I did there. I left that guy in front, hoping you'd go for him because he was separate from the rest, and hid my guy around the corner so you wouldn't think
You
about
used him
that.
as bait.
I was trying to bait you forward because you just killed someone. I thought you might be on a high from killing someone.
I was,
thought
you're
maybe
right.
I'd get you to come and attack me, and you did. And I dragged you down to my side of the board, which is what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
The only thing was annoying was if I'd been on this side of the combat instead of this side of the combat, what my plan was to move here, harpoon you, and then drag you within 4 inches.
Get over here!
And then you would have lost because he would have been within 4 inches of the edge. But
you would have had to hold me for a turn, though. wouldn't you?
no. It's just until the end of the
Straight away.
end of the battle. Sorry, end of the
At
round.
the end of your turn.
No, end of the round.
Sorry, that's what I meant. At the end of the round.
And
If
he'd
I
already
managed to get
moved,
away.
so he wouldn't have been able to move. But
Yeah.
on the other hand, positives. The terrain plays beautifully with the game. I mean, look at it. I mean, we didn't really need to use it, but I think just for the fun of it, climbing up the building and fighting on the top was good.
I love the terrain.
Every model was able to do significant damage if they rolled well.
Yes.
I mean, even these little guys, which are the weakest of all my guys, were able to do something. It felt so satisfying to have a beast in the army that actually is worth it. I mean, like when you're playing like Age of Sigmar and stuff, you get these beautiful animal models like this. You get beautiful animal models. That was not painted yet, obviously, but you get these gorgeous animal models, and yet they're just not really worth taking in the army because they're not as good as a normal trooper would be. Whereas this guy is a beast. His ability, he does as much damage as the leader. He's just as strong. He's just as strong as the leader. He moves as fast, and he does a ton of damage. Plus, he can do mortal wounds, and in synergy with her, he can do serious damage. Now, I think in this game, I'll be interested to see how we play with a different twist, because in this game it was much easier to use our abilities because all we needed was a single to do a double ability, right?
They actually gave us help rather than take away.
Exactly, but of course it made you more powerful, which made it that, oh my gosh, you get to use your powerful abilities as well.
And to be fair, I didn't use the Stand Defiant very well, because I used it with this guy, which meant toughness went on the 2 guys I had here, but then I moved one away. The other one didn't do anything, and so really, oh no, actually,
I need to check the rule to see whether if he counts as being.
If it's
it wouldn't
within
change the
friendly,
game.
if it's within friendly,
If
I would say no.
if he counts as a friendly.
But I don't think he counts as a friendly, because
I
it's
know,
like
I have
friendly
to
by
check
this
the
model.
FAQ because when they bring out these, sometimes they do like a freaking ask questions, and that gives something to check.
Also,
but,
I
mean, it wouldn't have made a
understand-
difference because all I did was 5 wounds to him.
I mean, to be fair, I understand what people mean to some extent. I mean, there was one review I saw about WarCry where people were going, oh yeah, but once you're in the centre and you're surrounded, you're kind of doomed because the mat is small and depending on what you're doing. And I think I can kind of see that depending on the mission, but I think you just have to be more tactical.
Yeah, I mean, for example, I mean, you were there, but I think the only thing is you moved towards me.
Yes.
Whereas I think.
Well, I was trying to be more like Chaos, because normally when I play Chaos, I have a tendency of holding back.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't do that with Chaos. Chaos is like, raw, we go in. And I kind of felt like that's how I wanted to stylize the Iron Golem.
The dealing with a guy with 30 wounds who can do 8
it's
damage.
pretty intimidating.
It's really, particularly when he moves and he can do mortal wounds with them. So yeah, I mean the ogre felt. I mean, okay, this is. I think this is what I'm going to take away from the game.
Yeah.
My army is this army I'm playing with is like. It's like something out of Monster Hunter. They're like brutal. They have weapons made out of the bones of their foes. The fast models can move fast, and they can. So what I mean is they're like a horde of barbarians with like savage beasts inside them, and they felt like that when I was playing them. Right? They felt like when I can do Unleash the Beast and I can just go and just do tons of damage in that one turn. I mean, obviously it was so much easier to get a quadruple in this game than it was to get in any other game. But I mean, the Unleash the Beast, the idea of the Unleash the Beast is really cool. And I mean. My guys felt like I was playing a horde of barbarians who were possessed by the spirits of animals and were just ravaging the enemy and could pounce the enemy, knock them down, throw a harpoon. I mean, it felt like I was.
You were actually doing the action.
No, it felt like the character. I mean, so often sometimes you get these games, and the model is beautiful. And it just doesn't live up to its aesthetic, right? I mean, it's a beautiful model, but it's a weak model. It doesn't do very much. It's 4+4+, or whatever. It's not a very strong model.
But this actually feels like they live up to...
And you feel like, these elves, they should be able to, really just, you expect, Legolas to be able to, any elf to be able to, be like Legolas and just pick someone off with a bow and shoot multiple arrows, etc., right?
And do these fantastic things.
This is how it, exactly. This played like an movie.
Very cinematic, actually.
I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, this guy played like I felt he would play. He shot people with a harpoon, reeled them into him, and then chopped them down. This guy just mauled people he attacked. She made him better because she's like the Beastmaster, and that worked. Even these little guys were like, they look weak, but when you unleash the beast using the ability. They're just bananas. They can do so much damage, even the most basic guy. I mean, so I felt like I was playing a horde of barbarians in this. I mean, did you feel like you were playing like well-armored, like disciplined warriors and things when you were playing this game?
I really was. I mean, to be honest,
you look at your guys; they look like sort of like well-armored, well-disciplined fighters.
They are
heavy hitters.
They are very heavy hitters. It's just a shame about my rolls, but I feel like if I had rolled better, they would have. It would have been. But it's the luck of the dice, really, as to how well. But I mean, like, for example, this guy, this one is my, remember the name?
But even like when I was playing against that guy with the shield.
This one is the drill master, right? And like when I was doing the whip, I mean, 3 inches, and that felt like almost
Like
real.
she'd spun it around and all this damage.
Like it's
Yeah, I mean.
weapon to do the melee.
Well, when I was fighting against your guy with the shield, I felt like this guy's tough. Because I felt like this guy is blocking my every blow with his shield and it's well armored and my blow's just bouncing off. And then when he raised his standard, I'm like, oh my god, now these guys are going to be so tough and so difficult to move.
I mean, I'm not exactly disappointed with the Iron Legionary, but I kind of want everyone to have a special ability. And
But
when
they
there's
do
one
though.
that
They all have the top one. They can all throw the bowler.
Oh yeah, I know they can do the bonus, but I don't know. I just wanted something extra with those guys. Maybe I'm speaking.
Well, maybe I don't know if they can throw bowlers. I think they actually have to have bowlers to throw them. But still, either way, it
Depends how you make them, I
was.
guess.
I thought it was.
I wasn't bored. I mean, sometimes I'm like really into wanting to play a game, right? And it goes really well, and then I hit that brick wall. You know, like when you're a runner. Me running. But you're running, and then suddenly you get the wall of, I have to stop, I can't do this anymore, that's it, I give up. And I kind of get that sometimes when I play a tabletop game. Maybe because I'm still more used to board games than I am to tabletop. And so I find it a bit more mentally taxing because I'm still new to playing tabletop.
Yeah.
However, this felt more like a board game to me.
Yeah, it did.
In a weird way. I mean, it was really cool. The rules
like
were
an
simple.
arena game.
It was a nice skirmish game. I didn't lose interest or get bored, and I'm very flighty, and I'm very. I have a very low attention span. You know, if I'm not doing very well, I sort of.
And also, what I feel is really cool is that whatever game we play next is going to be completely different.
So next game, you want to switch armies, or you want to try again with the same army?
I want to try the Iron Golems. I like to play and see how that goes because I like to. I mean, I didn't get to see the dwarf play, and that's annoying for me because I'm the dwarf. But you see what? I knew I had to go for him because the dwarf is the one which is going to be the biggest problem. I feel, you know.
Yeah. That's true.
But he's. I mean, I don't know how much damage he does. There's 4 damage as a critical. Is pretty good for 4 attacks. But
that one's 5.
I mean.
That one's not 6. That one's 4 and 8, 1, 3, 2 and 4.
And the models are beautiful.
They're all really nice. I mean,
Each
Houndstooth
model
minis. I saw Houndstooth minis. I have to show you the pictures from his videos when he was painting these. He was doing like a bluey purple theme. They were absolutely gorgeous.
And you know what really excites me?
What's that?
That there are 5 more war bands to play as well, and I've only played with 1.
I know. I would prefer you to get them, and then I would try them. And if I like them, then I'll get mine.
I mean, there's the ones with the snakes. There's the ones with like the bird masks. There's the ones which are like
I don't know, maybe the
like the fans and the really elegant looking fighters.
Yeah,
there's some Japanese. I thought it looked a bit like sort of Chinese. You know, they have the sort of ancient dowager emperor sort of look to them and that sort of thing. But kind of Slaneshi, Zinchi.
Zinchi, it was more like what they did with the sort of the Horus, the Greek, the Egyptian sort of look that Zinch did.
Oh, you mean with their Carrick acolytes, the gold masks? Yeah. They have that kind of look to them. And then there's the other one which is I'm forgetting now. Can someone tell me if you know which one it is?
Houndstooth says, I've been enjoying the game. What have you played? And
this is it.
What's your favourite army so far?
This is our first experience with it.
This is literally
and I'm going to play it again. I know I'm going to play this again now. I feel like I could easily just flick this out and play two games with it.
Yeah, and I like the fact that like a lot of board games and tabletop games, you get so many cards and you get a massive rulebook, but actually that rulebook is not that big.
No.
To be fair.
No, to be honest, the majority of this stuff is like campaign rules and how to play open play. I mean, there's a whole campaign where you can like upgrade your abilities and play through different stuff.
Houndstooth says, I play Cypher Lords. I've also tried Untamed Beasts. And which one did you prefer? Was there like a difference in, there probably will be
Iron Golems, Untamed Beasts, Cypher Lords, I do like them. I think maybe some of their headdresses maybe not that. Maybe the mask is a bit weird, but I do love. They look like martial artists. So do they play like martial artists? I'd like to know because they look like they kind of look like they play like something out of like House of Flying Daggers or what is it? Like
Crouching Tiger,
Hidden Dragon, something like that. Yeah.
Houndstooth says he prefers Cypher Lords. And he says they play like Harlequins.
Oh, so they're all like jumping around and that looks
very
cool.
acrobatic and
Yeah,
dynamic.
I mean, I would love to get these guys. I would love to get these guys and just turn them into like regular troops. Have them like as part of my Sigma army. Take the heads off and replace them with something else, but so they don't look so thinly.
He says they are glass cannons with movement shenanigans.
That's cool. I like that. Corvus Cabal. Oh yeah, the unmade, the ones who rip their own faces off with the skull skeletons.
Yeah, I like them, but at the same time, I'm not overly keen on some of the model design.
I mean, I am a bit. I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand that GW has been a quite. I mean, they've been pretty good recently at not being too risque, and I mean, if they do a female model, it's not just because they're trying to put a boob on the table or something. Sorry to use that word, whoever's there, but I
no,
know
but it's true.
But I mean, originally, like when you had girl models, the only reason you would have the girl models on the table is because they were just trying to show boobs.
Yeah.
Basically, that was. I mean, you had the old demonettes were without bras and everything.
I mean, which one is this one? The female.
Yeah, she's a female. I mean, and she's well. I mean, and also
yeah, actually, if you look,
even the basic savage, she's a female as well. Well, obviously she's
hang
a
on,
female.
let me
That's a female model as well.
change the.
And you've got a female model as well. She's female.
Just get this in focus. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's very blurry.
Let's put it this way: they don't wear the chainmail bikini of +2 armor. You know, what was it from? Was it from College Humor? They did that.
Getting there. But yeah, so that's. Oh god, it's terrible.
I mean, but was that's she's also female. That's a female.
Oh
model
yeah,
as
that's
well.
true. Yeah. Once I get painted, it'll be able to show a bit better.
And I believe one of your Iron Golem fighters is female.
But yeah, they're really nicely done. They really are.
I think that one's a female as well. I'm not entirely sure. But that's the whole point. I don't have to be 100% sure.
I don't want them to be like they are definitely. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I've got
It's not
that's
the
my
whole
savage.
identity.
That's a female as well.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing, right? I mean, it's not like I have to look at this and go, that's a girl, that's a boy, that's a girl, that's a boy. I mean, it's that's not the aesthetics here. I mean, that's what I like about it now. I mean, it's like the female Stormcast. They still look like warriors encased in armor.
Yeah.
You know, the female Idoneth
They're
look
just
like
a
their male
fighter.
counterparts.
They're just a female fighter.
Yeah.
There's not like they're meant to be sexy.
And there's
actually
way more
more
female
realistic.
models in the army now than there were before.
And I love
Now,
that.
what we need to do, bring that into 40k, because
Yes.
40k is still very male dominated.
Yes.
I mean, you do have a lot of like things like the Sisters of Battle coming out this month, which I know everyone's incredibly excited about. I'm not so much, but I'll see how
They're the
I'll see
nuns of
what.
battle, aren't they?
I like them. I just don't think that I need another power armored army. I will see how they play, and if they really appeal to me, then maybe I'll look at it in the future. But it's nothing I'm looking at right now.
Again,
Well done.
I'm going to jump onto the tapestry, and afterwards I'll do a little comment, and then we'll wrap it up.
It was really good. A really good game. I enjoyed it.
Are you glad I made you stop the last episode of Raising Dion?
I'm going to watch it now.
Alright guys, let me go over now so that we can see what
I should have
Base
killed.
has done.
You knew it was coming.
I did.
I'm not going to spoil it. If you haven't watched Raising Dion, watch it.
Yes. It is really good.
Netflix sponsor us.
Alright, so let me go over to the tapestry. There we go. And now it should show the no, it's not showing the new one. 1 second. And now where's it gone? Okay, let's try that again. Click. So this is the blacksmith.
You can play this on your coffee table. That's one more thing I like about this. It's so compact.
You actually could. It's not showing it still.
It's so compact. You could easily play this.
Second.
And I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, it is a hefty investment to start playing. In a way, because it is still.
So this is Base's. So if you can see that for you, Xander.
Oh yeah, I can
But
see
yeah, that's his blacksmith
Is that Rogar's house?
terrain. This I believe is just for Skyrim. Can't see the blacksmith on stream. You should be able to now.
Did he paint that?
He painted it.
Oh my god. You have too much time, dude.
Deserve enough. He needs to do more. It looks amazing. I love that
I still
sort
haven't
of.
finished my one dwarf.
I mean, is that meant to be like? Was that liquid or is that meant to be like ice?
I'm going to show this one off as well, because did you even show this one off on camera? Because I'm like, yeah, that is so cool. I'm not trying to steal from you, but base. I love your stuff. I'm just happy we have some of these things out in our house now. It's like we can close the door and the cats won't eat it.
He says no, it's Alvor's smithy.
Ah, okay, that's cool. Reaper Bones mini, that one.
Yeah.
I think that looks like zombie Lenathon.
Could be, yeah. If he was like a full-fledged dragon.
Zombie Lenathon! I need to bring him into the game.
Oh no, wait, Lenathon. I'm thinking of Cyraf.
Cyraf is
Base says it's still drying, it's gloss medium, supposed to be
Love
water. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was giving like an icy, watery feel, but I really like that. Either way, if it's not meant to be an icy look, it still has a really cool effect, to be fair. So, what can I say next? Okay, so we have a new Patreon page where we have already got some tiers
all
up.
the tiers up yet.
No, not all of them, but
We've
there's
sorted
some
out this
up
weekend,
already.
I think.
We're going to go through them and see if there's anything else we can do.
Oh, come on.
No.
It's alright, in October.
Fail. Hashtag fail.
Epic fail.
Epic fail. But yeah, there's some tiers out there, so if you want to support us and get a nice little reward, that would be fantastic. Also, if you would like to donate but you're not interested in Patreon, we also have the Streamlabs donation via PayPal.
We are not
as well.
asking you to. I mean, if you want to,
That's only
fine.
if you
Not,
want to, but it will help us grow absolutely. I mean, we want to be really professional, we want to have a better rig, we want to be able to bring more content, you know, all that lovely stuff. So that's that. Also, if you would like to join our community, there is a Discord as well. If Base can put that up, that'd be lovely. As well. So what are our things that we do lately? So we will get a schedule for the painting streams, but we have the behind the tapestry paintings where any of our community members can stream doing any painting.
We should do a challenge with the Feast of Bones boxes.
Could do, yeah. So yeah, behind the tapestry is where you can find our community members who want to paint on stream and showcase their work and promote what they do. We stream simultaneously to YouTube, Twitch and Mixer. Those are the three big ones that we like to do. Also,
until we get affiliate, then we can figure that out.
I prefer not to be affiliate, to be honest.
I wouldn't mind being affiliate. Because otherwise we won't be getting certain levels of content because we won't be as visible.
No, I don't think that's necessary, but maybe. And also on Fridays, 10 PM UK +1, we have got our D&D 5e campaign, Horde of the Dragon Queen by the lovely Meeple Games.
Ew.
And yeah, so at the moment I think we're now level 5 actually.
You're level 5, so
Need to
even
get
more
my
difficult
character
now.
sorted. As well as I am also doing what was a one-shot, which is now turned into a mini campaign, which is a homebrew, that's D&D 5e, and that is the Mysteries of Snowbats, where my characters are level 16, and they are in an Arctic environment.
I'm playing a grumpy dwarf druid.
Yes, you are. And we've got some really cool characters.
With a heart of gold.
If anyone remembers Spock from the Adventure League days back on Borderline Streamers, he is back level 16, and it is definitely a lot of shenanigans going on
It's
there.
funny as hell.
On Thursdays from 10 PM UK normal time, we have got Bases of Operations. He does Terraforming Games, which is where he turns the Skyrim video game into a D&D 5e campaign. So you can see him play the game, work out how the encounters would work, what the abilities and spells and characteristics the NPCs would have, etc., as well as the Dungeon Master notes that he would create. And also we'll be adding some more content. We're already talking about doing Magic the Gathering as well. And
sorry, it's not my game.
And well, I'll be up for it. And we'll also be doing more things like this. We'll be playing board games online, as well as battle reports and let's plays and reviews.
We're doing our best. It will take a bit of time to get.
At the moment, Many More Games is off work at the moment, so we've got more time. But once he gets back to work, we will have. That's why we haven't technically done the schedule yet. It's just for the moment.
We don't want to commit to something that I won't be able to do at the moment.
Yeah,
It's
so at the
just too
moment
much.
we're doing what we can this week, and then next week we will work out the schedule so that you guys know what you can regularly see. So in that regard, we are going to end the stream. I'm going to jump over to the ending soon. And yeah, I just want to give a big shout out to Bases of Operations, Point 1985. I can never remember Snowy's Twitch name. Chaotic Aldar something, I apologise. I want to say thanks to Houndstooth Minis, Jeffinator, you guys are legit awesome.
Thanks for dropping by, Jaffa Jeff.
Jaffa Jeff. Yeah.
Sorry, I know it's not your real name, but it's going to be on it.
It's his name forever now, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we hope you look forward to it. You will definitely see the next stream will be Thursday with Base of Operations. We may do something tomorrow daytime, but
I'll
if
do some
not,
painting.
it'll definitely
I
be
definitely want to do
Careful
some
Games.
painting, because I want to get back to my dwarf.
And I want to get my terrain fished.
You've got to finish the bell tower first.
You've
I
got
was a bit annoyed that you couldn't use the bell tower in the first one.
Oh, I know! It's the only one that's partially painted.
Well, it's only because I haven't sprayed the rest.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for seeing me lose and Meeple Games have victory. I am now at 1 loss and he is at 1 victory. Next time we play this, I will be playing the Untamed Beast and Meeple Games will be playing the Iron Golems. We'll
Doesn't
see
mean you'll
how we do.
win.
We'll see. And I'll just to end streaming. And yeah, thank you guys so much. And remember, keep rolling on to glory. Ciao.